Oh no.
I've
We
started
didn't
the
start.
stream. Oh, good.
Oh no.
It's yet another advertisement I can't skip. Oh,
Oh,
now.
did you change the header to say 324 or whatever?
No.
Fuck you then.
Go away, ranch dressing. Alright. Jesus. What the hell? Episode 333? Or is it no 324? 324.
How did you get that wrong?
I don't know. Who cares? Who gives a
Wait,
fuck?
are we not
We should be live. Or is it no,
324?
324?
Oh, I'm getting the ranch dressing commercial now.
Cool.
Good.
I love
The
that
fucking
Twitch does
Wayans
that.
brothers are eating ranch dressing, and I think he's sipping the Yep, that's the joke. He's sipping it out of the bottle with a straw.
That's hysterical. I'm so glad that we have these wonderful advertisements.
That just reminds me of that video of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guys jacking off onto a pizza.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
How do you feel
You've
about
seen
this?
the one where they cut the one's head off and fuck the stump, right?
Of course I have.
Okay, just checking.
Have you seen the D's Nuts commercial?
No, but I heard it on the fucking last episode.
Do you think it's stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all ads are inherently stupid. There's some that are worse than others. Like I hate every Geico ad I've ever seen.
Well, I just said they should have gotten the guy who originally did it, the guy with the big teeth. That would have been funnier.
Yeah. Did they ever hire that kid who did the I Like McNuggets Y'all song to make McNuggets commercial?
What the hell is that?
There was this viral video from way back in the day where it was a kid who looked like my former college roommate out in front of McDonald's singing like "I like McNuggets, y'all." And he's like a wigger basically. It's really bad.
Turn your gain down.
But it seems like no.
You're like
I just don't want to cut out again.
Well, you won't. That has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it does. I know how technology works. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I know you're like
you been, baby boy?
screaming over me. I'm doing fine. Gotta go Prime, baby. Don't you have Amazon Prime? I do. Why does that matter?
I mean, I have Amazon Prime, and I'm also seeing these ads. So
it's Twitch. Oh, I see. I forgot that they do something through them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I've been getting ads for Prime shows now, even when I watch stuff on Amazon Prime. Like right before whatever I'm watching starts, I get an ad for one of their shitty original shows.
I watched Blow.
Like,
you ever seen Blow?
Is that movie with Al Pacino?
No.
What's Blow?
It's a movie from 2001 with Johnny Depp about the guy who got 60 years in prison for selling cocaine.
Oh.
Yeah. It's good. It's actually really good. I saw it literally. I think I saw it when I was like fucking, I don't know, 18. I probably saw it in 2001 or 2.
Yeah.
And it's got Pee Wee Herman in it. But
oh really?
Yeah, but I mean the guy Paul Rubens playing a character.
Yeah. Was this post getting caught masturbating in a fucking porn theater?
Well, yeah, because that happened like in the 80s.
Oh, I don't know. No, no fucking way. Because they wouldn't have given him a kids' TV show if that was the case.
That happened after that.
Hold the fucking phone.
It either happened early 90s or late 80s.
When did Paul Rubens get caught masturbating? 1991.
Yeah, see?
Wow.
His career got ruined for a decade. Actually, I'm pretty sure his comeback was his role in Blow.
Oh, Pee-wee's Playhouse was before that.
Yes.
I thought Pee-wee's Playhouse was from the 90s.
No, hell no. Dude, I was like a child when that show...
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I don't know. It had it kind of had that 90s feel to it. It didn't have the 80s feel.
Well, it's a little ahead of its time, I guess, in that regard. I mean, look when the movie came out. Big Adventure was probably like 87? 85, yeah.
It's 85.
I was born in 84.
Looking at the Wikipedia page right now.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a comedian before that. The character, like, it was part of his, like, stand-up shtick.
Right. Well, I mean, you ever have a fucking... You ever have one of those things happen where you just get events out of order and you just think it for the longest time, and then upon further research,
Well, I mean, like
find
I
out you're wrong?
saw that like the Pinocchio movie is like 80 years old today or something like that, and I'm like, oh my god, because like I watched
Disney's
that when I
Pinocchio.
was a kid, but I always
Right.
forget those movies are way older than I realize.
Yeah, because they always did those like re-releases in the big fancy VHS cases.
Yeah,
we had all
but
those.
to
in my
me,
mom's
those
house.
are movies that came out when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the one that always happens for me is for like up until like maybe 3 months ago, I always thought that Master of Puppets came out after And Justice for All, when I think it's actually the other way around.
Ew,
But that's what.
Metallica.
Yeah. No, some other band that made 2 albums exactly with those names.
No, that's what I'm saying. Ew.
Oh, I like Metallica.
Ew.
I turned around on Metallica over the past few years.
Ew. Oh,
You know what? You know why I turned around on Metallica? It's because they stopped playing all the Death Magnetic songs on the fucking radio. Because that's when I got sick of them.
is that
Like you could not.
Sandman? I mean,
No, that's the Black Album. No, it was because you couldn't, like, in 2008, 2009, you couldn't drive anywhere without hearing like The Day That Never Comes or whatever. It was crazy.
The Come That Never Days.
That movie that Blake was telling us about. The Day That Comes for Me. Let's bring old Sebastian in here to talk about his filmography.
Fine.
I mean, it's late for him.
I know.
And then we'll bring in Mortis, and then we'll bring in Caesar, and Caesar can talk about jacking off on a carpet or whatever. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, it's double playing in Twitch.
Oh no.
So pause your or mute your Twitch stream.
I did.
Okay. Thank you for making a really sick homage to my Isabel loop.
Problem. I just wanted something to put in the video for the remix I did.
Yeah. Oh, that was your remix?
Yeah, of that guy's like chiptune cover he did.
That's what I was wondering, because you'd said that you did one, but you just took some other guy's remix and added like drums to it.
Yeah.
Even still, maybe that'll be the new official Cry Day song or video.
It should be Cry though.
We can always make a Cry Day like YouTube playlist and then just send it to people.
Oh, that's true.
Just every iteration of Cry, because I've seen like there's like multiple videos that I never share on
And
Cry
Rebecca
Day.
Black's Friday. Rebecca Black's Friday.
Yeah, no, I meant like there's a video for Cry that like has it's got like Johnny Depp in the thumbnail. For some reason, I never clicked that one because the official music video has her like almost naked in a bathtub. So I'm like, well, this is clearly the one I want to share.
Yeah.
So how you been? What you been playing?
Have I been? Yeah, I've been playing Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which
It's hard.
ones?
Awakening. I think it's the first one for 3DS.
Yeah, that's a good one too. But
Yeah.
the story that goes is that like they were gonna end the series after that one, so the development team was just like, let's just put everything in there. Let's put like all this crazy marriage shit and like team up attacks and all this other stuff, and it ended up being like the best Fire Emblem game for a while, and like really
And then
took off.
Then they made 10 more.
Yeah, basically. I liked Awakening a lot. I think that game's really fun.
I don't know.
What,
I'm still early in it. And
Who's your waifu so far? Because that game's chock full of them.
maybe the Pegasus girl. I don't know.
No, wait, which one? Because I think there's a few.
First one.
The chick with the brown hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she ends up being
Dead.
Crom's like canonical wife, but you obviously don't have to pair her up with him if you don't want.
Yeah.
I think when I played, I ended up pairing up Robin with the dancer chick. I don't know if you got to her yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, there's a dancer chick with pink hair. It'll all pay off later when you get to the later part of the game. It really cool stuff starts happening involving all those marriages and like different characters that come in with like special abilities based on that shit. It's really great.
Yeah, sounds fun. I just for some reason I decided to play the classic mode.
Is that the
And
version with permadeath?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way you can play it.
No, you can play it with.
No,
without-
I know. I'm just saying, if you're a real gamer with your Joker makeup on, you don't play Fire Emblem on casual mode with no permadeath. Are you kidding?
But I don't want my characters to die.
Yeah, so you just get better at being strategic.
So I just reload the game until no one's dead.
Yeah, that too. It's just, I like that game a lot. I feel like I still like Advance Wars better, just because, I don't know. I played Advance Wars at a way younger age because they didn't bring Fire Emblem over to the States until like I want to say 2003, whatever the one that Roy's from.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
like this guy and Tactics more, I think.
yeah, it's definitely a different animal than
Yeah.
those games. I don't know. I like strategy RPGs in general. I was way big into Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, so like getting into Fire Emblem was just an easy transition. But it's definitely different, especially compared to your Disgaias and your Final Fantasy Tactics and your Ogre battles and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it a lot. So I hope you have fun with that game because I was surprised at how much I ended up liking it by the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish it. We'll see what I think. But yeah, I've been liking it so far.
Let me know which girl makes you come the most when you finish it.
Of course.
Everyone seems to like Tharja, but that's just because they always wanted to fuck that goth chick in school and they couldn't. So Tharja's like a pretty good stand-in.
Oh.
Tharja, I don't know how you pronounce it. Matt, you're the expert. You probably jacked off to her multiple times.
That's Tharja.
Okay. There's the official stance from Career Suicide Podcast. It's Tharja.
Good.
Are you
But-
sleepy?
Yeah. I've been moving stuff all day.
Oh no.
But hey, the Swedish Eurovision Song Contest, full swing.
Oh, wait. Is Eurovision going on right now?
Yeah, like the nation wide versions. Like every nation has a like competition to see who gets to represent.
Yeah, okay. All right. Shit. I don't remember what year it was. I just remember hearing it on an old podcast, but they were playing a video. This must have been like 2008, 2009, where whoever won Eurovision did a song called We Are the Winners of Eurovision, and it was really funny. And they sounded vaguely Swedish, or at least from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I think they were from the Netherlands.
It's like, we are the winners of
We are the
Eurovision.
winners. Yeah.
That's great. I wish I could get into Eurovision, but God, it's just so.
It's so
What's the
extremely
word?
gay.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It's gay.
What's Eurovision?
Yeah.
Eurovision is this big competition that all the countries in Europe have, where every country has one act, whether it be musical, theatrical, whatever, go and represent them.
It has to be musical.
Oh, okay.
So.
I don't know why I'm not letting you explain this because you would know better than me.
Tired. That's fine. But yeah, we've also been letting Australia take part.
Well, they're just barbecue Europeans, basically.
Yeah. So yeah. But
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a big fucking competition. That's I don't know if it's a big deal. I know Justin Timberlake was there 1 year. Big deal.
I know it's a big deal to you guys, but I feel like the general public in America has no fucking clue what Eurovision is.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the only reason I know about it is from podcasts.
Yeah, I watch it because it's dumb and big.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think one singer, this competition, he made a song about his girlfriend that's 30 years older than him.
Oh.
Oh, I wish I could pull up the song. I think you need to hear it.
Are you going to submit Rangdong Asphalt to Eurovision?
Oh, I should.
It'd be great. I still have that in my downloads folder. It hasn't moved since I downloaded it.
I like that Facebook saves it, so I can always download it again from chat.
Nice.
Oh, it's not up yet. But yeah, the chorus was something like, "Oh, my parents don't like it, but it's exciting." Was just thinking like Caesar.
Nishka94 in the Twitch chat says the people who sung that "We Are the Winners" song is Lithuania.
Yeah, Netherlands, Lithuania, same. But yeah, that's probably the best song in Eurovision, except the Epic Sex Guy song.
Oh,
Nice.
So what have you guys been up? Did you see that Garrett became the member of Mega 64 now?
yeah, he's the newest member.
So stupid.
I knew it was gonna be him, but I liked guessing alternatives like Jack Black or
Linsky Games.
Yeah, or Seth MacFarlane. Yeah.
The one podcast I listen to has just been shitting on every single Jablinski Games video that comes out. And they sound genuinely terrible. Like, every time he's like, I didn't figure out the Elgato yet, so I'm going to stand in front of a pinball machine and go skiddly wow.
Well, it's because it's his kid. His kid is directing him to do this stuff.
Yeah, well, because from what it sounded like, it sounds like his kids don't even want to like be doing this shit.
Oh, I don't know. That would be funny.
Like, there was a video where he's like he took them out to go eat after they went to try and like do some gaming thing, and then they went to like a Guitar Center, and the kids just sounded like they weren't into it at all. And he's just like, my son's not eating. Whatever, I'm gonna eat this big burger, and it's just like, ugh, God.
Well, he's unfunny, but he has 1 million subs. He has 1 million subs. That's the important thing. He's gonna be in YouTube Rewind 2020.
I know. There's like a one-panel comic I was gonna do where it's like a guy with a big nose just handing Jack Black a giant sack of money, going like, just stand in front of a Vectrex and make some scat noises, and then it's just like a tiny little Jack Black being like, "Wow, YouTube sure is a great platform for independent creators such as me, Jack Black."
Yeah. I mean, I said he's gonna be in the YouTube Rewind, but he'll probably host it.
Yeah, it'll be him sucking Will Smith's dick, and then like he does that to control the playback of the YouTube Rewind.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Will Smith goes, "Ah."
Yeah.
That's
That's hot.
That's fucking sound it makes.
I don't know how he made that.
Do you think that Will Smith says "Welcome to Earth" right before he comes?
I hope so.
But yeah,
and then
Jack Black, I hate you.
Well,
no!
I'm glad everybody hates Jack Black, I guess, because I've always hated him. Not always. That's not true. I've hated him for a while, though. I'm glad people, eventually come around.
That's what I said to everyone who's saying stuff like, "Oh, Black Mirror season 4 kind of sucked." I'm like, it's almost like they all sucked, and you guys just needed to catch up.
Well, I never talked about. What was the movie that came out that was like a choose your own adventure? That was Black Mirror.
Oh, Bandersnatch.
But Bandersnatch is kick ass.
Oh. I do actually kind of want to watch that purely for the gimmick, the novelty.
If it didn't have the gimmick, maybe it would have been boring. But the fact that it has the gimmick made it interesting. And when you screw up or whatever, if you pick a different path, they acknowledge that. So it's not like it just goes back to the beginning again. It kind of reshoots. They reshot scenes to make up for it. And it ends up being really funny. It's good.
Yeah.
I've been on the fence about watching that. So
I know I shit on Black Mirror all the time, but that actually looked interesting in just terms of sheer execution. That I'm like, yeah, I'll give this a shot.
I mean, this is all stuff that happened while we were on break. But you know what wasn't good?
Bird Box.
Yeah.
Was that what you were going to say?
Yes.
Oh.
Bird Box is fucking boring.
I'm like 2 weeks behind. I'm like 2 or 3 weeks behind on a fucking podcast that I listened to, and they were doing like the Bird Box challenge as like a joke. Ugh. And it made me think, I'm like, wow, no one's talked about Bird Box in the whole month since it premiered.
Yeah, because I have a fucking sneaking suspicion that no one liked that, and it was just some kind of weird viral marketing.
Well, of course, yeah. That's what I was going to say. I'm like, when these people see this shit, how do their bullshit radars not go off? And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm so much smarter than everybody else because I can, as long as I say everything sucks, I'm going to be right at some point. But it's like, I don't know, when everyone in the fucking world is posting like, you guys have to watch this movie immediately, it'll change your life. I'm like, will it though? Because that's highly suspicious. I don't know.
Just like Black Panther. I saw Black Panther over the break too, and I thought it was probably one of the most boring movies. Not one of the most. I'm exaggerating. I'm going to exaggerate just as much as everyone else exaggerated about being the best movie ever. I'm going to say it was the worst movie ever.
Giant Rat in the Twitch chat says Blake Mirror is okay, and no, it's not. I'm sorry. I've seen 2 episodes of Black Mirror, and they were both hilariously bad, and I'll never back down from that.
Well, I've only ever seen The Babadook, and I thought that was good.
I enjoyed The Babadook for what it was.
Bird Box is boring because it does that stupid thing where they show you, they do all this time skip. No, would you fucking shut up?
That's what it's called.
What did you say?
In media res, it's when you go to the middle of the story to build intrigue, and then you cut back.
Well, I'm sorry, I speak English, so I didn't know you're fucking nerd.
I speak TV tropes because I like to suck my own dick.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't really. Well, there's.
You Merlin Manson.
Red Letter Media said the same thing. Is that movies do that, but this movie didn't have to. There's no point.
Right.
And there's no.
It ruined it instead.
Yeah, and there's no it's gonna happen. There's no drama. And my biggest complaint was that the monsters made absolutely no sense. And I don't mean like monsters have to make logical sense. I mean that why is it that you can, if you look at them you go crazy, but they won't go inside a house? Or you can hide under a blanket and they can't attack you? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
It makes it so it's it just doesn't make that makes no sense. I can't even explain away why that would make any sense because it doesn't. Apparently in the book, because it's based on a book, of course, they can go into the house, and one of the major turns in the story is when it gets into the house or them or whatever.
Yeah.
The idea is scary. If you look at something if you look at an invisible thing, it drives you nuts and you kill yourself or whatever. That's an interesting idea. It's not a 90-minute fucking movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know who the hell saw this movie and thought it was and fucking started tweeting nonstop about how great
white
it is.
Girls.
I don't know.
It was white women because they were like, oh my god, I get to be a part of something. Let me tweet out this movie.
Wow.
Is it? Wow. They're all Owen Wilson. No. The reason I didn't want to watch Bird Box, this is the dumbest reason, but I stand by it, is that it's called Bird Box, and I didn't see a single bird or a box in anything that I saw based on it.
No, there's birds in a box.
Any
picture. I had to skip. I got to a certain point where I just skipped to the end because I watched at least 45 minutes of it, and I was like, "Fuck this movie."
Yeah. This is why, man. I sound like the most pretentious asshole by saying this, but people gotta fucking start turning on their bullshit radars and going okay, everyone in the fucking world is telling me this thing is great. That's a little weird. Normally there's I don't know. Normally with stuff like this, you'd think there's more of a 50-50 where some people are going it's all right. And granted, I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know if it sucks, but it does seem like pretentious horse crap from the outside. And I just don't care. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. Speaking of Jack Black Mirror, though, did you hear the new...
Jack Black Mirror? Holy shit. He's trapped in his own episode of Black Mirror in order to get a bunch of fucking... in order to get a bunch of YouTube Jew bucks, he has to fucking force his kids to film him making funny noises at old pinball machines that they don't care about.
That'd be a good episode of Black Mirror. But he released a new... Or him and the other guy released a new Tenacious D album.
Wow.
The anti-Trump stuff.
And it's what?
It's like anti-Trump songs. And
oh wow, that sounds pretty unique. Sounds like they've got a pretty unique and interesting angle.
Yeah.
Like that new Ministry album. Did you see the new Ministry album that came out last year?
No.
It's called Americant, and it's spelled AMERIKKKANT. And the cover is like a city getting bombed, and in front of it is the Statue of Liberty with her head in her hand. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's so cringy.
America beats America.
Yeah.
Ice Cube released a new album too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it also anti-Trump?
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck. What is with these losers?
Oh, they're Matt. They're expressing their creative freedom.
Oh,
yeah, and I don't know. Ice Cube hasn't been good for a long time, so I'm not surprised about him. But
well, I'm only familiar with his work in New Jack City and SVU, and I love him. So
yeah.
As a contrast,
I still love him, but it's just let's see what's it called? Everything's corrupt.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah, and the first song is "Arrest the President."
That sounds pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go out to my local FYE or Sam Goody and buy that record right now.
Do it.
Load it up on my Sansa MP3 player. As a contrast to that, I can't fucking...
The lyrics is "Arrest the President. That nigga is Russian intelligence."
As a counterpoint to that, I can't wait till the new Kanye album comes out and the cover's that Japanese guy who does all his art, but it's him blowing Trump in that guy's style. That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
He's gonna send it to Trump, and Trump's gonna be like, "Thank you, Kanye. Very cool." I feel like that's our relationship with Bombastic Blake. Is he's Kanye and we're Trump.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this thing? It's great, Blake. Very cool.
Very cool. Have you guys watched Mob Psycho yet?
No.
I still have to finish some anime so I can start watching it. I'm going to, like, within the next week, start watching Mob. I promise.
But you hadn't seen the first season yet? Or
no, I'm going to catch up on the first season, and then I'll start watching the second one.
Yeah, because you really need to know, because this last episode was probably the best one in the, like, whole, both seasons.
Oh, shit.
That's what Jay was telling me. He said it's, like, the best episode yet.
Yeah, it's like...
Let's go on Facebook and Twitter right now, because I can hear Matt scrolling through shit, so I know he's just retweeting porn.
Good. But, yeah. It's got, like, movie quality animation and stuff.
Yeah, if there's one thing I've noticed from seeing clips of that show, it's that the animation's fucking incredible.
Yeah, but it's still got that kind of bad style. Like the original One style. Like
more so than One Punch Man had.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like that they're kind of keeping more true to his inability to draw, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely start watching that within the next week, I promise.
Good boy.
Hold on, I'm reading the Twitch chat now. Fragger with Swagger, has there been any funny Trump joke as of late? And Matt says, I liked the McDonald's stuff.
Because that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Just the picture of all the McDonald's stuff and then the picture of Lincoln behind them. It's just great.
Well, the best part of that was the fucking, just the parallels to steamed hams.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like the video of the actual speech he made. He was like, well, there's a shutdown, but I sent out the guys to get some real American food.
That's why everyone was complaining. I'm like, yo, McDonald's I'm literally sitting next to a plate of McDonald's right now that I haven't even finished eating because it was just so much. McDonald's rules. I don't care what you say.
I had McDonald's today.
Do you guys have McDonald's over there in Sweden, or are they called Hungry Jacks?
No, in Europe, McDonald's lost the trademark to the Big Mac.
For the Big Mac. Yeah.
That's horrible.
That Burger King screenshot is fucking great. It's like almost Big Mac, or the thing that Big Mac wishes it was. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All because McDonald's tried to sue some other company over the name of their fucking burger, and they lost.
Which they're called like Big Macs or something like that.
Yeah. That's like the ultimate fucking corporate hubris right there. That's great.
See, at first I thought it was everywhere. I didn't realize it was just in Europe, but it's still hilarious.
Yeah, I think only one restaurant did that too, as a joke, but it's still great.
Mm.
Giant Rat continues to be a hipster by saying McDonald's is fucking trash, Wendy's nigga, which I agree, Wendy's is really good, but I mean, like...
I don't eat any fast food. I mean, I can't anyway, but I hadn't eaten any fast food in a long time.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
Arby's.
sure...
Arby's
Yeah, why does everyone shit on Arby's?
I don't know.
Don't you have like lettuce wrapped burgers you can have?
I am not gonna fucking trust a fast food place to not kill me. But
I guess. But
yeah, well, Five Guys. I'll go to Five Guys. That's the only place.
Okay. Yeah.
I fell off so hard on Five Guys because they're so fucking expensive.
Well, that's the thing. I'll go there, but I don't because I don't need to eat a $15 burger. I can make at my house.
Yeah, like, and the burgers are good, but I feel like I've had better burgers at other places that cost less. Like Jake's Wayback, I've mentioned before in the show. Jake's Wayback is really good. I feel like Five Guys is just the in and out of the East Coast, where everyone hypes it the fuck up.
Let's
and
not talk
it's
about
actually
food because I hate when, like, I feel like every other 15 minutes on Mega 64 they start talking about food I can't eat, and it just pisses me off. So let's not talk.
I was gonna say, you feel like you go, you do it.
Oh. They had like a half an hour like talk about Arby's in Texas or whatever.
That was funny, but yeah. I just every other thing they ever put out is Rocco stuffing his fat fucking tiny mouth with food, and I'm just like, man. And it's not that it's
the food, man.
It's really just because I can't eat anything they talk about, and it makes me depressed.
I was gonna type fast food in the show notes, but instead I typed chicken nugget. Do you think that's gonna get us kicked off iTunes?
I hope so. Isn't that the whole idea? We've already gotten demonetized on YouTube. Aren't we trying to get kicked off of the internet?
Is that what the meme was though? Like, welcome to McDonald's. What do you want? Chicken nugget.
I don't know.
Are
all your videos getting demonetized now?
Yeah.
Well, because they put out that new rule too, where if you were at like a certain threshold, if you didn't hit a certain threshold of watch time per month, you couldn't monetize or something, right?
No, but it was because they said it was because of copyrighted content, and they were full of shit.
Oh, okay.
It's just because we're
we just got hit with
hot for
strikes.
YouTube. We're just too hot for YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, they have been silencing people, which is fucked. I mean, it's bad enough that they're just like subtly controlling people's subscribe feeds.
They've been doing that forever.
No, I know, but like it's worse because now they're just like, oh yeah, well we're just gonna hide these people if they don't fit the narrative, and it's just fucked.
Well, I don't really miss people like fucking Monkey Jones.
No, but
I know what I know.
It shouldn't be happening regardless.
Of course not, but it's YouTube. It's Chinatown, Mitch.
But it's the only place we have. Like, niggas ain't going to Vimeo.
Twitch.
Yeah, but Twitch is owned by YouTube.
Oh no!
No.
You didn't know that?
It's not.
Oh, we got a new follower. Thank you, Pappy on 3515. who says in the Twitch chat, "Hi, I'm Pappy on 3515. I'll follow you." I like this guy.
I'll follow you to your grave.
That's Fryer with Swagger said it's Bucking Bees Churger.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I forgot what it was. Chicken nugget.
Twitch is owned by Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like Twitch had partnered with YouTube or something.
No.
Nah, because
then
look it up then.
Then you'd be able to upload directly from Twitch.
YouTube buys Twitch. I swear to God, this fucking happened. Google's $1 billion purchase of Twitch confirmed in 2014.
Oh, Google, but that's not... Google owns YouTube, so YouTube doesn't own Twitch. Google owns YouTube.
Oh, no. Sorry, there's an update in this article. Amazon has acquired Twitch, snatching the deal out from under Google's nose.
Fake news. Okay, so... Fake news.
No, I remember at some point there was the story that YouTube was going to buy Twitch, and then I forgot that Amazon did.
We've been getting more people following us on Twitch, and I don't know if it's people that already know us. I guess not. So that's nice. It's working. Yeah. Twitch is working.
People are actually people are searching for stuff to watch on Twitch.
Well, I mean, when you think of how many people are broadcasting live under the talk shows and podcasts category at any time, and we've got even with 8 concurrent viewers right now, which is what we're at right now, we probably show up a little bit down the scroll bar.
What the hell is CS 1.6?
I have no idea.
Counter-Strike?
It's Counter-Strike.
Probably.
The old version.
Oh, sorry, Papillon. We don't really... Well, we probably will play games. We probably should play games.
Can you play sometime CS 1.6? Oh, maybe.
I don't know why people would choose this over Cam Sluts.
People choose us over cam sluts because we never advertise, we never ask for money, and we'll still show you our genitals.
That being said, if you pay me $100 an hour, I'll pay CS:GO or whatever.
That's Matt's promise number 1.
That's my
I
number one promise to you is if you give me money, I will play you games.
I play CS, Clip Studio Paint.
Ooh. Oh, I can play some Paint.
No, I mean it's an art program that I used to make.
The
picture people are looking at right now is I made it in Clip Studio Paint.
Will I get banned off of fucking Twitch if I draw a big penis in a?
I don't think so.
In Paint?
I don't know. Try it. Can you draw like a mammy face next to it?
Okay.
Did I already talk about the?
What kind of penis is that? It looks inflatable.
It is. It's an inflatable penis.
Those don't look like balls, dude. Those look like butt cheeks.
All right.
Inflatables.
Can you draw Duke Nukem attached to that penis?
I'll try.
Anyway, this is going to work great for audio, so I'll just keep talking. I bought Groove Coaster on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because
Steam?
Mommy.
What were you asking, Seb?
It's on Steam?
Yeah, they put it on Steam last year. Now the problem is, Groove Coaster originally started as a game for iOS, so it used the touchscreen. So when I saw it in the arcades at MagFest in like 2015, I was like, how the fuck are you going to play a touchscreen game on the arcade? Turns out if you have a custom controller, it works really well. So the problem with the Steam version is you are now converting that arcade control scheme over to like a 360 gamepad or like a fucking... You can even use the keyboard, which I wouldn't recommend. It doesn't work super great. Like, it's obviously not as good as the arcade version, but weirdly enough, they recommend the Steam controller as the primary way to play that thing because its sticks are just like haptic feedback slide pads.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this game might actually get me to buy a fucking Steam controller just to try it out.
I mean, on sales, usually you can buy a game and get one for free.
Yeah, because like Groove Coaster is really fun. And it beats driving 40 minutes to go to the nearest round 1 to play it.
Yeah.
The only problem is they don't have nearly all of the DLC. When we played it at MagFest, and even in the round 1, like the Groove Coaster machine there had stuff from like Blaze Blue, and it had these weird Danganronpa mixed with Crypt of the Necro Dancer like combined tracks, these mashups. It has a bunch of shit like that, but the only things that Groove Coaster for Steam has so far as DLC are a lot of Toho and Undertale songs. There's like 4 Undertale songs. So when I bought it with the Undertale songs because I actually know those. And like, it's a decent port, I guess. It just sucks that it's $20. Like,
it might make
you get,
me build.
What?
I might build an arcade for that.
Yeah, I've seen some people making custom, like they call the controller for the Groove Coaster thing boosters. I've seen people making custom boosters with like arcade parts. I guess it's totally possible. I guess just wait until some crazy Japanese company makes like custom ones that they sell for PC. Because some fucking furry my sister's friends with on Twitter pointed me to this company that makes like... He said not only does the Steam controller not work great for Groove Coaster, which I can't believe, but he also said something about this other company that makes like these crazy custom like Beatmania controllers and like pop and music controllers for home use.
I've seen that.
Yeah, which is cool, but like I feel like that's a luxury I just don't need to be spending money on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't spend that much time playing Beatmania, really.
Yeah, I mean, in my case, the Beatmania version I have is the PS2 version that came out here, which was the only one that ever came out in the States.
Yeah.
Officially.
And
I'd play more Beatmania if I lived closer to an arcade that had it.
We got no versions.
Yeah, to answer Fragger with Swagger, no, you can't put your own music into Groove Coaster. Thank you, Matt.
Homer,
yeah, you can't.
We're starving, Homer.
Homer.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Dad, no. Yeah, you can't put your own music in Groove Coaster, if only because all the levels are like extremely designed around like the song, like the way the line changes and all the background elements and shit. There was a game for iOS, and I don't know if they've ported this to anything else besides PS3, that the same company made, that Taito made, called Space Invaders Infinity Gene, and that has a custom music feature that's really fucking cool. I don't know if the PS3 version has the custom music feature, but I used to play the shit out of that on my iPod Touch before I bought Groove Coaster. Are you drawing the Groove Coaster?
Mm-hmm.
Can you draw Metaton from Undertale kicking his leg out from when we play Death by Glamour on the Groove Coaster?
I'll draw him from memory.
Okay, sounds like a good plan. This is great for the audio people.
I mean,
yeah, Groove Coaster for Steam.
YouTube.
Groove Coaster for Steam, not a perfect fucking solution, but if you don't live near a Round 1 or a Japanese arcade, then sure. $20 ain't a bad price.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't a single Groove Coaster machine in the whole of Europe. So
yeah, which sucks because it's really fun, because it's so simplistic that like anyone can pick it up. But when you get to it rides that really good line that games like DDR does, where like it starts out so simple that anyone can really play on easier difficulties, but you got to get like fucking crazy good to play it on harder difficulties. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh no, you Thanos the whole thing.
Oh fuck.
He used the purple fill, and it accidentally filled up the entire background and Metaton's weird elephant dick.
Yeah, doesn't he have a big elephant dick?
Fragger with Swagger says, I used to have a PS2 that I could put custom music feature. It took 5 minutes to load one song, but I loved it. What?
What did it
I used to have PS2 that I could put custom music feature. It took 5 minutes to load one song, but I loved it. What game specifically? Are you talking about In the Groove?
Probably.
I don't know if early In the Groove on PS2 had the custom music feature or not. And then for those not in the know, In the Groove is a fucking... In the Groove was like the DDR ripoff that was made by the people, Red Octane, who used to make DDR pads and later would make the Guitar Hero controller, like the first one. But they got sued by Konami for basically just wholesale ripping off DDR.
Oh, I wondered what happened to In the Groove.
Yeah, and In the Groove eventually just became like a freeware PC thing. I think like it might have been an overlay for Stepmania or whatever, but basically you could use it to just load up custom songs and playing them on your PC, or if you were really cool, like the guy who runs the arcade near me, load up a fucking DDR machine with a PC inside, and then just hook that up to the dance pads, so you can play a DDR machine with like 7,000 custom songs on it, including some really crazy tracks where like the notes spin around or disappear. Like you guys all know that famous Bad Apple music video where it's like black and white and it's just the silhouettes.
Yeah.
The one Bad Apple track on the DDR machine at my arcade. It spins around with the characters like the arrows do. So like you'll be looking at the arrows and they'll be like spinning around in 3D space and splitting and doing and like tilting and doing all this crazy shit. There's a Magfest video we put out on the Random Assault channel years ago where you can see me playing that for about a half second and then I almost threw up because I was so dehydrated. Yeah, that video.
Yeah.
Can we bring in Big Bill Hill?
Oh yeah, let's bring in our field correspondent.
Yeah, thanks for being on, Sebastian.
Yeah, see ya.
And here we are, our field correspondent from the great city of Trivago.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, you're not gonna scream this time?
What? No. Hold on. I'm trying to...
I really hope he's balancing on top of like a fucking telephone pole. He's trying not to fall.
No, not right now. Hold on.
I'd like to point out a life hack that that Caesar put in the fucking Discord. Okay. It's millennial life hack. You don't need to repay your student loans if you die of a fentanyl overdose.
Oh, sweet! I have a bunch of fentanyl in my fucking closet.
Oh, sweet! I have a bunch of student loans on my
All right, I'm gonna slap all of them onto my body at once. Here I go.
Fucking die.
I told that story that a guy told me at work that his brother used to be an EMT, right? And then and the guy tried to get high by eating a fentanyl pack.
Oh, Christ.
And then he thought, and it got stuck in his throat, so he thought that the best way to get it unstuck and to get it in his tummy would be to eat a bunch of peanut butter.
Oh.
That did not work.
A very lubricated substance such as peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
He didn't die,
so how
but
the
that guy
fuck's it
quit.
been going?
It's been going pretty good.
We're talking about
'Cause I know
Japanese
Mitch
music
is-
games.
Oh boy, because I know Mitch has been just posting stale fucking memes all fucking day.
Yeah,
Have you-
you are somehow a hipster of memes, fast food. I mean, record players, I understand that just comes with the territory, but like you're a hipster with everything. What's going on, dude?
You're just a pretentious piece of shit, Mitch, who thinks that everyone's a hipster if they don't agree with your bullshit beliefs.
He's got you there.
No. See, there's a difference here.
No.
Hey, hold on.
Your beliefs are all bullshit.
Let me just say something. I am a pretentious piece of shit, but I only think someone's a hipster if anytime I say anything about anything, they're like, actually, this one's better, which is what you've been doing all week.
Because I've been feeling like fucking with you.
I know, but I like to fuck with you back by calling you a hipster.
Yeah.
It seems to wound you.
It doesn't really.
Inside, I know deep down. I'm like
sure.
I'm like Mantis from the Avengers. I can feel your emotions. You're anxious.
Oh boy. You know, I
Yeah.
just got to my customer's house and it looks like an outside issue, so I'm good to talk for a while.
Sorry, Matt posted a really funny picture on the Twitch. Yeah, I'll just call you a faggot then. No.
So what the hell is the actual turntable, Mitch? Mr.
It's
claiming
like
you tell me and that never did?
Lee Tack or something.
It's a what?
Lee Tack, I think is the brand.
I have no idea what that is. That sounds even worse than a Crosley.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't work now because I guess I broke the needle, but
As I said, if you guys actually legitimately want something that's better and doesn't cost a ton, I can show you some options.
are you going to suggest I buy a Bluetooth speaker from Walmart and then put a plastic cup around it so I can amplify the sound?
No, I'm not going to suggest that.
Like a Pringles can life hack for your Bluetooth for your Beats pill.
No, there's actually a pretty decent option from Crosley. That's a pretty decently made turntable with powered speakers.
Isn't Crosley that old crooner that used to beat the shit out of women?
Yes, that's Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby beat the shit out of women?
I mean, probably. I think everyone beat the shit out of women back in the 60s or 50s. When was Bing Crosby? Okay, Google.
His kids with a sack of oranges because it didn't leave bruises.
What the fuck? Google didn't work when I said that. Okay, when was Bing Crosby?
Just leave it there. When was Bing Crosby? When was Bing Crosby?
You know what's funny? I typed it out wrong, so I typed it out wrong in my haste. So it says, when was Bing Crosby alive? He was alive from 1903 to 1977. So yeah,
he went his own way in 1944.
Yeah.
What was Bill Crosby? That's all I heard from Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like what was I saying earlier about
being retarded?
No.
No.
Did someone say Jing Dingham? Says Sebastian in the chat.
I said Jing Dingham. Let's see. Jing Dingham.
Are we talking about Bo Jingham or Jing Dingham?
There's no such
Is this something from the voice chat earlier that I missed?
No, that's just how we make fun of Blake. Because his name is actually Joe Bingham. Oh, this is great. This is a giant ice skating rink to get to this pole.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. I thought you were just gonna dox Blake on stream and be like, "This is great."
No, we're gonna get a live. Him slipping and cracking his skull open.
I want to get that giant rat from 3D Movie Maker printed, like 3D printed.
Cock block him.
This is nice. Oh, fuck. I don't even know how I'm going to get up and put my ladder on here. It's just a salad.
So what suburb of Chicago are you in right now?
I'm in Lincolnwood.
And that is near Lincoln Park?
No. It's actually north of Evanston.
Ah, okay. I know that place. I totally know that place.
Yeah. It's north of Evanston and south of Skokie. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting to this terminal if it's a pair issue.
Oh, we found out. What I found out about Rat this week on the Discord is that he's like a phone autist.
Yeah.
Not really. I work for the phone company.
No, I know, but like, it's the only thing you ever talk about, and you lord it over everybody else. Like I said, you're like.
I don't.
You're like one step. No, dude. Do you know how many times in the Discord you'll like post a picture of like some fucking massive pile of cables, and you'll be like, "Which color is the cable you're looking for?" Like a Professor Layton puzzle in real life.
That's his life.
That basically is my life, Mitch. I'm not kidding.
Like you know how Juice just posts random bullshit in the Discord without any rhyme or reason. You do the same thing, but it's always related to telecommunications.
Because I find all kinds of bullshit while I'm working.
No, I know, but like you just do it out of nowhere. You're like one step above those people who are obsessed with air raid sirens.
I've never actually heard of those people.
Well, that's because you're in the wrong circle of autistic people.
Because I'm not a moron.
We should stop calling you Giant Rat and just start calling you Mr. Telephone Man. It rolls off the tongue a little better.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And it's not just ripping off a fucking Germa video.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a long day.
I'm going on a ladder and then ice skating.
No, I'm not. I'm actually going to check and make sure it's we're getting good signal.
Call him a
outside.
faggot.
Come on in for a second.
I'm not. I got to take a look, make sure we're getting good
Call
signal
him a
outside,
faggot
and
to
I'll
his
let you know if
face.
I come in. Not doing that.
Yes, you are. I'm the little voice in your ear. I'm the devil on your shoulder, and I command you to call that guy a Negro.
Niggle me this, faggot.
Here's the thing. If you guys keep doing this, you're probably gonna get me yelling at someone live on stream because I'm gonna be up
that's
in
the
alley.
point.
And it's not gonna be a customer, so I will tell them to go fuck themselves.
I know. Basically, you being our field reporter basically means you have to go out and do like Eric Andre Man on the Street style bits for us.
Bird up.
Here's the thing. No, I don't.
If you want to keep being on this show, you will.
Bailiff.
You want us to give you your precious airtime.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
Yes.
Stop saying that. It gets stuck in my head for a week.
Whack his pee-pee.
Well, I've been watching so much SVU. Every time they have to call the bailiff in, I just think, whack his pee-pee.
I mean, honestly, that's the best punishment the bailiff can give right there. Just whack his pee-pee.
Yeah. The judge comes down from his fucking pulpit himself and just whacks you with his what's it called? A crumpet?
Crump.
His crumpet?
Yeah. A mallet?
Gavel, you idiot.
Gavel.
No, it's a gavel. A crumpet. It's like
The fuck do you get crumpet?
I don't know. I couldn't think of what it was called.
a version of a crumpet.
Yeah.
Are you thinking that because they have to wear those powdered wigs like old British people did, so you just assume everything in the court is named after some like arbitrary old British term?
Yeah, we were trying to think of fucking British terms at work. You know, like how a trunk
They
is
just call everything faggot.
Yeah. No, like a hood is a bonnet, a trunk is a boot. And then I said, well, what's a glove box? A glove box is just a glove box.
A Muslim is a citizen. They just call everything weird names.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
weird. No, a Muslim is a husband.
Yeah.
A husband is a wife's boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck! Somebody made a video. I don't know. It was something cucky. So I wrote. Man, this is so cool. I showed my wife's boyfriend on the Switch he bought me for Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck was? Oh yeah. I don't know.
Oh, you're not going to call Matt out for that stale meme, but you're going to call me out for a fucking...
I'll call you out for whatever because you're posting fucking electrical memes, douchebag.
That's why he cares so much, because it has to do with connecting electrical bullshit.
Because it has to do with my work, and honestly, you know how many times I've seen that on all the fucking low voltage fucking groups I'm in?
Yes.
They post it all the time.
Yes.
What meme was this?
It was basically talking about connect the male to female connector, and the woman was like, "Why do we assign the gender? Let the wire decide." And the next thing is it's just the power plant exploding.
Would that happen?
It would.
No, but it'd be funnier if it did.
Yeah, it would. But no. So yeah, no. I've just been working and saving up money to fix my frickin' home theater. Because I don't know if you remember, Mitch, we had a flood about a year and a half ago.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember because I don't live there.
Well, no. I posted in the Discord about it, you moron.
I forgot what people posted in the Discord 2 hours ago. Why would I remember that?
Okay. I don't know. I assumed you paid attention to some things, Mitch, and weren't completely retarded.
But I am completely retarded.
I mean, yeah, that is a mistake on my part.
I was wearing a Derek Jeter jersey today. I am a fundamental retard.
Why?
Because my dad gave it to me.
Oh.
That sounds like a really, really bad idea.
Anyway.
But no. Anyways, yeah, I've been doing that, so trying to get everything set up. I got an actual legitimate fixed projection screen.
Oh, cool. What like how much shit got ruined? I don't remember.
Basically all of it.
Damn.
All my consoles were gone. They got destroyed.
What the fuck was that?
So I have no idea what that was, Mitch. Is that your dog dying?
No, it wasn't my dog dying. Keep telling us stories about your fucking about your house getting flooded.
Yeah, but no. So yeah, I lost all my consoles. I lost quite a bit of stereo equipment.
God.
Luckily, most of the games survived.
Stop, Mitch. Jesus.
I knew it was Mitch doing something.
Well, it sounded like a bunch of dogs get ripped apart. The first thing, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Yeah.
Wow, that goes on for way longer than it really needs to, huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, no. So I've been doing that. So Matt.
Yes.
What the hell have you been doing with your albums? Because I saw you got your nice new. I saw you got your setup that you posted.
Yeah, I just moved it over. It was on the opposite wall. Then I moved it in front of the porch door. I just listen to stuff every once in a while. It's not like it didn't become a hobby like I thought it was going to.
Here's the thing. I haven't listened to shit in a long ass time since I've got a daughter.
Yeah, and it's like ever since I bought the Alexa. Amazon Prime Music. I kind of just listen to stuff through there if I listen to anything at all. And I don't ever really listen to music at home. I only ever listen to music at work. I should bring my record player to work.
Yes, you should. No, that's kind of what I've fallen into, is just because, I don't have a whole hell of a lot of free time anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I know. There's not a whole lot going on right now, Nick.
But I do like I do like having it though. I like having it right there, and if I want to listen to music, I can.
Yeah, no, it's honestly it's just kind of a fun hobby. I've never understood the people that get batshit crazy about vinyl.
I mean, about anything.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree with Mitch. What was it? I posted that video, if you watched it, that basically was vinyl sucks.
I don't know about that.
Okay,
When did I say vinyl sucks?
Well, no, you didn't say vinyl sucks. You were just calling it completely inconvenient and everything. I sent you a video that was called Vinyl Sucks that basically points out how it's horribly inconvenient.
Oh, yeah.
Any old form of media tends to be inconvenient. I'm fucking using an iPod from 8-9 years ago, and it doesn't work as good as it used to, but it still kind of works. It's like, all right.
It's honestly the only reason I really actually enjoy listening to vinyl is it's a little bit of theater with your music, if you want to look at it that way.
Well, it makes me more. It makes me more patient. Like I'm not likely to skip like songs on a vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're putting on an album, you're actually going to sit down and listen to the album, not just skip around like if you're streaming.
Yeah, because when I was on break, I was listening to a bunch of records one day, and like my dad had given me his Yes albums, but like not the one that everybody likes. And like there's
Fragile.
I'm not sure. There's just one
Roundabout.
Yeah, and there's this one song that's like 15. There's one song that's like 9 minutes long, and the beginning of it is terrible. But I finally got through like the first 5 minutes of it, and it gets really good, and then the rest of the album's amazing. So I was like, well, fuck, right. I'm glad I actually listened to it. Because if I had put it on Spotify or whatever, I would have skipped it immediately.
Also, Sebastian in the Twitch chat, how fucking dare you call me Maddox just because I'm using sound effects, you dickhead?
I mean, aren't you
Whoa, say it again? You roboted it.
Sorry, I said, aren't you as big of a cuck as Maddox?
I mean, there's no question about that. I'm as big of a cuck as Maddox, but I'm funnier than that guy.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. At this point in time,
Thank you.
You're funnier than Maddox.
But then again, that's an extremely low bar, so it's not really that impressive.
Oh,
admittedly, Matt. Yeah.
Speaking of music and cucks and whatever, you know how everybody has this theory that Michael Jackson was a weirdo because he didn't have like a childhood, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like he literally has a song about that because I've never really listened to a lot of his music except for like the what's the album Thriller,
Thriller and Bad.
Yeah, I never really got past those two albums. Like I mean, I listened to songs on the next album, but never like the whole thing. And like it's the theme from Free Willy 2 called Childhood. It's called Childhood, and the whole song is literally about him being a weirdo and not having a childhood. And I'm like, okay, so it wasn't. I know songs. Just because someone sings a song doesn't mean that's their life. But like, it was so specific. Like I was like, okay, so maybe he wasn't a pedophile, but like he definitely was fucked up.
Oh, he was screwed up. He actually, what was it? The parents, the actual family that accused him.
Yeah.
Basically, the kid admitted, it was totally fabricated.
Yeah.
My parents basically told me to say it. Nothing actually happened.
On HBO, soon, there's going to be like a 2-part documentary, but it's like these two guys who, they were kids when they would go to the house. So it's like a bunch of accusations against Michael Jackson. I'm like whether he was a weirdo or not, a rapist or not, I mean, it's like, it sucks that he's not alive to like defend himself.
Yeah, well, my dad always has made the statement of, why the hell are you letting your children stay over at a grown man's house alone?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely the parents.
Like, that's straight up my dad's been like, even if he wasn't, why are you doing that? That's weird.
Because they were hoping he would do something so they can sue him for money.
Because they wanted to be famous. Yeah, it's the same fucking reason his parents let their kids meet trannies today.
Oh, God.
Yes, because that will make you famous.
In today's climate, it will.
Not really, but I get where you're coming from.
I'm trying to approximate their thoughts on the subject.
Look, would you not let a tranny stick their finger in your butthole?
No, I would. I just don't want them touching my kid.
But
I mean, how much money are they paying?
Yeah. Do you think Michael Jackson was a tranny? Do you think Michael Jackson was LaToya and he just faked his own death?
Yes, that's what happened. Michael Jackson faked his own death, and he became the talentless Jackson.
Nice. It's the perfect disguise. They'll never know.
Nobody's going to come looking for LaToya Jackson, because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. 20 years from now, he's going to come out with his story, too. But it's going to be called Her Story.
It's going to come out with the book If I Did It, too.
Yeah.
There never was a His Story Volume 2, right?
No, I don't think so. And like the first half, well, on Amazon anyway, the first half of it is songs from previous albums, and then the rest of it's new songs.
Well, I just figured it was a best of compilation the whole way through.
There's a place that I know. that second fucking... That album isn't very good. And it's like all the songs that South Park made fun of him in that episode.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, I don't like much of Michael Jackson past Bad.
Yeah, like
I'll agree.
I love that song, Remember the Time. Or whatever, remember? That song's great.
Yeah.
But most songs from that album aren't very good.
I like Stranger in Moscow because it sounds like the fucking Sonic 3 ending credits song.
Yeah, wait, so which album is that? I always forget, actually.
I have no idea.
No, I'm asking Rat.
I do not know what album that's off.
Oh, okay, let me see. I'm gonna look it up real quick because.
But no, my main thing with him is to be honest, his stuff was the best when he actually had three quarters of the band Toto doing all the background music.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. I didn't know Toto was like everywhere. Apparently.
Thriller was Steve Lukather, the lead guitarist from Toto, Jeff Poracco, their drummer, his brother, I think it's Steve Poracco as well, on keyboards. And basically all the drum riffs that you know from Thriller, that's Jeff Poracco. That's from Toto.
Jesus.
And all the guitar riffs and bass guitar riffs, that's Steve Lukather from Toto. And they wrote all of that too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing when people talk about how great Thriller is. I'm like, if you didn't have Toto involved in that album would have been squat.
Oh, sorry. Remember the Time is from Dangerous. Dangerous is a pretty decent album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dangerous is okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because all the songs I saved. Yeah, like remember these are all the songs that are always on the radio. Remember the Time, Black or White, Who Is It? You know, good songs. And then after that was his History, and I saved like 5 songs from that album.
Yeah,
we had a new guy.
He's got some alright stuff, but yeah, a lot of it just kind of fell off.
Yeah, Bad is probably his best album.
Bad's pretty great. Yeah. So Thriller's good too.
Thriller?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think Bad's definitely the better album out of the two. All right, I'm gonna have to tell this customer I'm going down to our equipment.
Okay, well I'm gonna bring in. Let me bring in.
Shout things in my ears.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna bring in Carlos.
Actually, I'm gonna head down to our equipment and check signal down there. Signal's fine. I'm seeing a lot of errors in the line. Really? Yeah. But you know
what?
And that has been this week's segment of Rat on the Beat.
Yeah. Carlos, are you available?
Yes, I am.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. I actually came. This is my first time on this, so I actually came with a couple of fucking talking points because I wouldn't have anything interesting to say otherwise.
Holy shit.
Hey, I like a guy comes prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, because there's not been fuck or going on except fucking working and having kids in my life. The only things I really got is I had a bunch, but the major thing is I saw the new 40K Chaos figures and got super fucking hyped about that.
Oh, that's that big big board game thing.
You what?
The big board game thing.
Oh yeah, like they actually updated some old models, like the fucking Obliterator. Oh. Looks like a big Chaos Marine. It's an obvious remold of their fucking Skaven giant rat figures.
Oh, we know all about giant rats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was hoping he'd be on here. I was going to ask him if he had ever heard of the Skaven.
You just missed him.
Of course. But no, it actually looks like a mutated Space Marine, which is what they're supposed to be, instead of just like a big blob of shit.
I'm bringing it up in the Twitch now. That's pretty. Is this the right one? Because that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it actually is pretty. Like, it's the one where he's got like the shoulder cannon and all that shit. I don't have the Twitch up right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
it looks like the blue one up at the top there,
this one.
like third from the left. No,
this one.
Third from the left.
This one.
Third from the left. Third from the left.
There's no more left, you fucking asshole.
It's the one that says Chaos Obliterator, you dickhead.
Oh, that's the one I had up originally then, you fucking dick.
No, you had the brown one. That guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, then apparently I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. He said shoulder mounted cannon. That guy doesn't have shoulder mounted cannons. The blue one did.
It would be not. I really need to pull up the Twitch because I'd like to
see.
I hope it's like not a related model at all. You're arguing about. I hope it's some like completely fucking different thing.
Help guide us through all these fucking baby toys that you're talking about.
Shit. I didn't. I literally just hopped on here. I am not prepared at all.
I know, you just joined the Discord. I'm like, oh, we got a new guy, but apparently you've been listening for a while because you're like, hey, I came prepared. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, I've fucking listened since Alex was still on the fucking thing.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked to you a lot on Facebook,
Yeah, I've
right?
been meaning to, and then it's like, well, I wanted to see if you all had time to swap me in over the summer, and I bought a fucking house. I'm like, well...
Yeah. Oh, you're on now.
I guess the new format works really well then, because you can just be on.
I think so.
Yeah, like it helps out because it's either like I've got something with the family or some other gayness like that, or fucking
This nigga hangs out with his family, fucking gay.
What a loser.
Oh yeah, dude. I had sex with a woman. That's like the gayest thing you could ever do.
Ew.
Yeah. God, and she went on at 9 months later, had a kid.
Ew.
And the kid wasn't black. That fucking blew my mind.
Wow. Are you black?
Oh God, no! I'm fucking white as hell.
I wish he was black because he sounds white. Yeah, I'm black. It's all good.
Oh God damn it! I should have said that. It would have been so funny.
I give you guys the infinite N-word pass.
Yes! Finally. I watched that video where it was Willy Wonka's N-word pass, and it was just the title alone made me die laughing. Like, the video wasn't going to live up to whatever. And it was just him opening up the golden ticket chocolate bar, and it said infinite N-word pass, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really been the big thing. Is I saw those. I was so fucking hyped. They're actually doing good ones. So when I get time to go play, I can have decent models to buy and play with now. So that'll be fucking sick.
Nice.
Yeah, and also they're like doing this whole. I don't know why they're doing a cock tease because people have bitched like the head of Chaos, Abaddon in 40K. They're like, this model is shit because it's not proportioned right, and if you tap it, the fucking arms fall off. You know, we want a new one for like 15 fucking years. And they finally did it, but they're just showing like they showed like his hand holding like the sword. It's not like the entire blade, just like I guess like the hand guard and the actual handle in his hand, and then it showed like, the tips of his power claw, and they're like 25 days till he comes.
Sorry, Matt pulled up the infinite N-word pass video. So you're talking about Warhammer, and it's just Charlie opening. So anyone who's coming into this podcast is probably like, this is some avant-garde shit.
I'm so glad that worked out that way.
So what do you play the game? Like, you have to, like, aren't those boards like, I mean, it's like a whole, like, literal table worth of fucking shit, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, I go to the game store near my house because I mean, now that we actually have the office downstairs, I could set up. I don't want to fucking make that terrain and shit.
Yeah.
Those goddamn, like, which I'm glad I didn't buy any Space Marines, but even just, like, the pack of, like, I think 10 Chaos Space Marines is $40 fucking.
Holy shit.
And, like, to get the actual, like, the terrain and stuff, those are expensive, and it turns out they aren't even, like, made in the UK like the rest of that. It's just fucking random, like some Chinese company, I think, that if you looked around enough on eBay, they'd probably fucking sell them for cheaper.
You'll get lead poisoning.
Is Warhammer made in the UK, or, like, is it a British idea or whatever the fuck?
To my knowledge, I think their factories are still in the UK. Like, every box I've ever bought says made in the UK, so I assume, like, they could be fucking lying to me.
Is that why when I played that Space Marine game on PS3, all the orcs were like, Space Marines? They had that accent.
Yeah, and they're actually, like, that's why, and they're based on, like, the British, like, fucking soccer hooligans.
Wait, really?
I can't, like, I think they legit said that, yeah, like, I think one of them said, yeah, it's based on, like, the dudes who start riots at soccer games.
Oh my god.
That's why they all have those weird fucking Cockney accents.
So in a roundabout way, Warcraft is based on soccer.
Pretty much, yeah.
Weird.
It's definitely a British thing, then.
Yeah, like, it started out, like, as just a straight up rip off of Lord of the Rings with fantasy, and then they just decided, let's do fucking space orcs and elves.
Hey, why not?
I mean, I give them obscene sums of money for that shit. So I mean, it works on me. So I don't know.
When did you start getting into it? How'd you get into it?
Honestly, back when I was in college, probably one of the few listeners you have that is like over 30. But,
oh yeah.
Like back when I was in college, like a buddy of mine's like, "Hey, you like that? You're into that sci-fi fantasy stuff. Read this." And he gave me like what actually turned out to be one of my favorite novels, like Storm of Iron. And I read it. I'm like, "Oh wow, this is awesome. I don't understand a fucking thing." So I actually started researching it. I'm like, "Oh, there's like this giant skyscraper-sized robot running around," and they talk about how it's like tens of thousands of years old, and none of this makes sense. So yeah, I was pretty hyped about that. I'm hoping they'll actually give like the Chaos Space Marines a new codex, so they won't be shit. Like that way, it's like, oh, you've got a bunch of Primaris Marines that are supposedly the same level as my guys. Oh wait, they all have plasmas, and they just got shot off the table. That was fun.
How long does a game of Warhammer usually take?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I only play like where maybe we have like 15 models, if that, and maybe a vehicle, and that shit can take like an hour. I've been thinking about getting into the Necromunda, like they last about an hour. But if you bring like legit, like an army, like, you know, several thousand points,
yeah,
like it can last for fucking ever.
Shit. Like
Apocalypse games, like I think someone who is way more invested than I am, because he buys like the Forge World like resin $2,000 before you paint the damn thing models.
Oh yeah.
And I think he said that like they could last like 5 hours, and I'm like, hey, I'm not spending that much on a blob of resin that my kid's gonna knock over and shatter. And as much as I would love to dedicate that kind of time, like I would lose interest, and it seems like at some point it's gonna be like it always, at least maybe I'm just shit at the game, or I just get bad rolls. But there's a point where it's like not much can happen where I don't lose, and that usually happens at around the halfway mark, maybe 75%. You know, if it's a real fucking nail biter.
Right.
But it seems like one side will be like, oh, this Titan got really good rolls, and it blew up half the fucking army. Like, I don't see how you come back from that, but people like it for whatever reason.
You should probably just use your trap card in that you've had sex with a woman, which immediately defeats everyone else at the table.
Yeah.
You may have defeated my Space Hulk or whatever the fuck, but I know what pussy smells like. And then just like the arms from Exodia come out from behind you in like a pentagram formation, and they just obliterate the whole game board.
Yeah, but that guy at GDC who got down on all fours to smell that woman's chair, he knows what pussy smells like too. So I don't know if that really counts.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're desperate enough, I'm sure there's ways.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of a story. There's like this one creeper. My wife went in there because she actually likes to paint the figures. So she's like, oh, I will go and just like buy these paints that I need. Because I was like, I don't know how those will look. And she's like, well, I'm going to the store anyway. That's right nearby. I'll just stop in before I go. So she went in there, and it wasn't like she was wearing a low-cut shirt, but she's like, all the Warhammer guys kept like just like they wouldn't try and actually engage, except for one guy who tried to talk to her, but they kept staring at her fucking titties.
Probably the first woman they've seen ever, besides their mother.
That's the thing. Like honestly, most of them are just fairly normal dudes, but I don't know what it is about the fact that a woman came into a game store and B was just looking at the Warhammer paints.
Well,
because it's fucking uncommon. I imagine.
Honestly, I wonder how many women actually play Warhammer. Who are probably, I mean, I assume your wife is attractive, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, She convinced me to marry her, so yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the better question is, how many women like Warhammer that don't look like they smell like cigarettes?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like the only one there was like this one tranny that apparently does a lot of YouTube videos on. I'm trying to think if there's another woman I've ever heard of who liked it.
That's hot.
And even then, like, I don't think my wife she actually does not like the lore at all. She just likes to paint the fucking figures.
I imagine your wife as like a fucking Wisconsin lady. She's just like, oh, I don't really like the lore. It's a little too violent for my taste. But I like to paint the little figures and then make all the boys a nice hot dish.
My wife is actually from New York, so...
Oh, so she's like, this shit's fucking gay, but man...
that was her exact words when I brought them home. She was like, oh, what is this? She's like, these guys look cool. I'm like, yeah, they're cultists. And she's like, so? And I explained what they did. She's like, wow, that's fucking gay as fuck.
Yeah, she sounds like she's from my
the keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the only thing that she actually goes in there is like we also play Magic, and that's probably why I don't have as much money as I fucking like to.
Yeah, really. I think you've picked probably the two most expensive hobbies.
Oh yeah, like even like because I do like I'm really into 40K, but I even like my tabletop stuff is like Babby's first fucking 40K. I've got like, one Chaos Dreadnought, a bunch of Marines, and some Cultist.
That means nothing to me, but okay.
Oh, no, I got, like, the sets that you can buy for, like, I think all of those, like, all my models themselves clocked in under $200. Then I have to paint them, and that still isn't fucking done, and those paints are expensive.
Yeah, what type of paint is it?
I use Games Workshop. I'm thinking about switching over to Army Painter, but I don't know what is in it. It is really good, but it's just these tiny little fucking pots of paint that something about them, besides having GW on them, makes them like $6 fucking.
Yeah, because I've seen them. There's a store by me called, I think it's actually called Days into Nights or some shit. And
Nights and Dreams.
Yeah, and it's they have all that stuff too, and they have the paints, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, man, they're so tiny. I guess you don't really need you don't need a whole bucket of paint to paint those little things, but still.
No, you should actually water them down, but
wow,
it's one of those where you don't realize, because the one I picked was Iron Warriors. And I'm like, oh, here's an iron-colored fucking pot of paint. I'll use that. And I didn't realize that, oh, wait, all, 40-some of these dudes have to be covered in that.
Oh, I wonder if it was you that posted the picture, because I remember seeing, I remember seeing a meme where it was like, water down your damn paints, and it was like, these painted figures would just look like they were 6 inches thick in paint, because it was so globby.
Oh god, and they look like their faces, you could tell the model's fine, but the face is fucking melting off because there's so much fucking paint.
Yeah. So I didn't understand what that meant when I read it. I was like, what do they mean water down the paint? I get it.
And also, because he's one of the people who works for Games Workshop that handles their YouTube and shit. That's something, literally every video where he talks about painting, that is how, he fucking starts with water. Make sure you water down your paints.
Mitch, have you ever used real paint?
No, never. I've never even seen a girl.
Oh, man. Still, we don't have Alex.
Yeah, I've used real paint. Why?
Just curious. I've never painted.
Well, you should start.
No,
it's fun. It's therapeutic.
No, George Bush paints. I don't want to be anything like him.
I mean,
so does Bob Ross, and he's pretty. Bob Ross is pretty nice.
Yeah, you're right. Bob Ross is the best.
And don't forget, the Fuhrer himself was a big fan of watercolors.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I like to paint.
Fuck. I said if I could bring back anybody from the dead, it would have been Phil Hartman, but maybe it should be Hitler. No, it should be Bob Ross.
Hitler fused with Bob Ross's DNA.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. With a dash of Phil Hartman, so he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah. Then he takes the Jews and he just slaps the devil out of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sebastian just posted some kind of tank. Oh, it's Lego. Okay. That's neat.
Oh, that's like a fucking Predator.
Jesus Christ. I got really into watching like Lego videos for like 6 months and then I stopped. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that I actually really wish I fucking had that Lego thing. Like, that looks really sick. I can't tell, but I think that's Blood Angels? Or Blood Ravens? I don't fucking know.
So,
don't show the Discord.
No.
There's titties.
Could you bring like a model made out of Lego and just use the same stats as something else? Like, I know they wouldn't do that like for a tournament, but are you allowed to do that like where you go to play?
It depends on how up their own ass they are about it. Like, the one where I like to do the 40k stuff, where that is their main bread and butter. Like, on the off chance someone would narc them out to Games Workshop, they don't allow that. Because, their Games Workshop is very fucking litigious and protective of their fucking IP.
Well, is it litigious or litigious?
Honestly, I don't know which is... Like, I've heard both.
I'm not trying to blow you up. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not using the incorrect word all these years.
I've switched between both. I just pick whatever sounds fancier at the moment. But yeah, like if it's like a smaller shop like that does mainly Magic, like so long as it's like a reasonable and it's not like it's clearly like this shitty rip-off you bought off of eBay or something. Like if it's something like clearly you made yourself, they'll probably be fine with it.
Okay, because I know like. I imagine the more expensive they are is because the more, like, I don't know what the term is, but, like, hit points, right? Like, if something's too... Is that why they're so expensive, or is it just because, like, just how much work they put into the model itself?
The actual cost is the model itself. Like, the knights and shit, like, the bigger ones, like, they have a ton of fucking different tiny pieces.
Oh, okay. So it's not really a pay-to-win. It's more just what you want.
Yeah, like, and they kind of do, they do a thing like how, I'm trying to think of how best to describe it, they have, like, different classes, like, the point system is so, like, if I want to bring, like, to a smaller game, if I want to bring a fucking knight, I'm going to be able to bring, like, a knight and one dude, Like, I can't bring, like, a knight and a small little army or something to go with him. That way, like, if you wanted to bring a couple of tanks and stuff, like, you can bring enough to it will be hard, you'll have to basically send all your, like, every shooting attack at this thing to kill it, but you can't overwhelm it through weight of numbers. I'm not going to have, like, the screens and shit to, like, the screening units and stuff to protect.
Oh, okay.
Like, it does have that, like, obviously, if you're going to, like, theoretically, enough of the shitty little Imperial soldiers with the shitty little laser rifles could kill a knight, but it's probably going to blow them up before they can. But, like, you could bring, like, a metric ton of those if I brought a knight or something. And, honestly, I don't think the rules are very good. Like, they don't make a lot of fucking sense. Like, how come this Eldar unit is the same points as a knight, but because back in the 8th edition, like, they had this unit that was cheaper, and it had, like, these, like, cannons on that would just essentially destroy anything, just about. Like, if you hit a vehicle with it, it would probably just explode. If you penetrated the armor, like, it just didn't seem like it mattered. Like, I've not played much of the 8th edition rules, because I've only done, like, the skirmishes with it. I haven't bought any vehicles. And I haven't borrowed any to try them, but I don't know. Like, it used to be really bad, so I'm hoping they fixed it to where it's not as fucking retarded.
What's, like, the biggest game you've ever seen played?
Oh god, like, the only one I've ever seen is someone had, I wanted to say he had some kind of walker, like, I don't this is I really liked, for the people who don't understand Warhammer, they're gonna think this is just fucking gibberish bullshit. I can't remember if it was like a big Decimator engine or if it was like a Renegade Knight he had converted or something. And then he had like fucking I wanted to say he had a bunch of demons, so he could summon more demons, and he had. I can't remember. I think he had like the new Mortarium model, because I remember it wasn't completely finished because the model had just come out like a month ago. And like he just had a shit ton of things, and I think he even had the ones like the Tzinch horrors that like split into two models when they die.
Jesus.
Yeah, like it was insane. I don't remember what his opponent was. Tau, and I don't. Like, they're kind of boring. Like, they're just weird fish people with, like, Gundam ripoffs, to me, at least. Like, some people like them. But, so I don't, like, he just had, like, a bunch of, like, infantry and a bunch of battle suits. Like, I just don't know enough about their to say what was what. But I assume it was a fairly large point game. Like, I would hope that the Demon Codex isn't so fucking busted that you can bring all that shit to an average size game. Because it just... I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, because I remember, like, their rules have been... I don't know if this is true, but, like, I know the Space Marines are supposed to be favored because Matt Ward brought back, like, one of the Primarchs in the lore for the Ultramarines, and he has a giant boner for him for whatever reason. Like, they're the... Like, you've probably seen them, like, the blue Space Marines that are all over fucking everything.
Oh, yeah, I see them all the time.
Like, they've got the... that fucking... The Greek letter or whatever that looks like an upside-down horseshoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, everyone hates them that I've seen in the community, but they keep having them be the poster boys.
That's funny.
Like, and I mean, I assume that's why they act. That's why I hope they actually do it. It's not because that guy really likes them. It's just because they know it pisses their fans off and they think it's funny.
That would be funny.
I mean, they're fucking everywhere, and they've got so many of those new goddamn Primaris Marines, and they've even upgraded some of the old Marines to be Primaris Marines for whatever reason.
Oh, great. Now Rad is posting girls peeing on their own faces. That's cool. To you. Do you have something else on your list that isn't Warhammer related?
Let's see. I did write down some various forms of autism here for us.
Ooh.
Oh, what a change of pace.
Yeah, I know. Like, because fucking 40K and autistic. Oh god, the new Obsidian.
Are you distracted by the piss pictures or what?
I was, yeah.
No, I was looking over my list. Is it Outer Worlds, the new Obsidian RPG?
Yeah.
That is... I'm cautiously optimistic that will actually be like the successor to New Vegas that everyone wants.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what everyone thinks, or is at least hoping for.
I've seen some of the footage and it looks interesting. Like, it looks like it could be good.
That trailer was like one of the only ones out of the Game Awards this year that I was like legitimately excited for.
Yeah, because they showcased very different forms of gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a good trailer. I was like, I like the whole style of all the graphic design and everything, and all the signs and shit in the world. I kind of like the vibe it's going for. Very similar to Fallout, and it's just sort of like, yo, here's this backwater shithole that's run by corporations. Have fun.
And like, I've been looking over some of the things. Like, Mitch, you'll probably understand. You'll probably be able to explain this better than I can. But I've noticed there's like the different companies all have like their own little, like, I guess stylistic. Like, they all look different. Like the fonts and shit they use for their, right, I guess, ads or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Because I guess that's going to be like your factions or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Matt's watching dumb shit on YouTube, and I'm getting distracted because the blue rat is in there.
He's the fastest rat alive.
He's the fastest rat alive!
I don't remember this trailer. Maybe I didn't see it. What's it called again?
The Outer Worlds.
The Outer Worlds. I'm going to look this up real quick.
While you're playing that, I will sing the Sonic Sat-Am theme song.
Okay.
Blue streak speeds by. Sonic's a faggot. That's all I know. I forgot the rest of the words. So what about the Outer Worlds? Were you being autistic about?
I mean, I guess like everyone else, I'm just truly hoping that this is going to be like they're going to recapture what they had with New Vegas.
Well, I mean, Obsidian seems to be a pretty like competent studio. Like they weren't they also the ones who made the fucking what's it called?
Did they do something Pillars of Eternity?
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You took the words right out of my mouth. Let me check. I'm in front of a computer. I should be able to just check this.
It's something like that. It actually looked really
good.
Yeah,
they did Pillars of Eternity. They did Tyranny, and they also did Stick of Truth, which people seem to like.
Oh,
I played a little bit of Stick of Truth. It played well. It didn't have any major technical issues. It was a lot of fun.
I liked it a lot. Yeah. I played it with Christina was sitting next to me because she's like, because it was nice because it was all the South Park episodes I'd actually seen because I haven't watched them. I haven't watched South Park for years, but that game had all the older episodes.
It was kind of like a highlight reel of all of their big jokes, like Lemmy Winks and shit like that.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing what?
Watching Sans do the Fortnite dance.
Because it's funny.
I hate you.
Actually, I'm glad I found this video because I saw this on Facebook, but I didn't know who made it.
How do you feel about Fortnite, Carlos?
I have literally, other than the things making fun of it, seen nothing about it.
Thank you for pausing it when Sans was like dick out.
Dick out? What do you mean?
Like his dick is the closest to the camera that it ever will be. He's like basically laying. I can now picture what it's like to have Sans being spread eagle on my fucking bed. I just need to crop that out and like Photoshop it on a photo of my bed, and I can finally come for the first time ever.
Ever?
Yeah, I told you before. I've never come. I've faked all my orgasms.
Oh, you'll have the biggest coom.
Oh.
Yep. Just gonna glaze my whole bedroom.
That's neat.
Anyway, what are your thoughts on Undertale? Have you played it? What did you do the genocide run?
Yet again, that's one that like it looked interesting, but I never cared enough to.
Fun fact: Undertale made by Obsidian.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah. That's why the writing is so good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bet you never knew.
No, I didn't know that.
You know the most depressing thing? Did I say this on the other show? The most depressing thing about doing that fucking banner where Bob was doing the Fortnite dance on our graves is that I had to watch a tutorial by some 12-year-old kid teaching me how to do the Orange Justice dance. And now I kind of know how to do it.
Well, yeah, it's great.
And the kid had a fucking like cringy joke in the beginning of the video where he was like singing really badly while doing the Orange Justice. But then like he actually did a tutorial and it made me really sad.
Like literally, like legit depressed.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, these are the people that are taking over after I die. That's good. That's great. Thank you for letting me know what it's like to also fuck Frisk.
No problem.
Yeah.
Obama is gone.
I hate you. You know, when you're... Just pause the video and then use the liquefy tool to blow up Frisk's butt so it can be like when you're going to fight Sans, but you're so dummy thick that you can't dodge all of his bullets.
I love that. When Sans hears you coming...
I literally called Corey dummy thick today just because of that stupid picture.
I just like... because they can hear you from your butt claps.
Yeah, Master Xehanort can find you because your ass cheeks clapping together. Anyway, Carlos, I'm glad that you finally took the time to come on the show.
Oh, no, Matt. It's no problem. I actually enjoyed this for whatever reason.
That's the best rating we've ever had. I love how everyone's just posting anime girls in the thing now.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, thank you, Mortis, for posting what's her face from Valhalla. Because she's a cutie pie.
That's not the chick from fucking zombie... Wait. Oh, never mind.
No, it's a couple ones up, dude. It's the chick from Valhalla, which is a game I need to beat at some point. Also made by Obsidian.
Huh.
Yeah, who knew?
Well, Carlos.
I have Travis wearing the Valhalla shirt in Travis Strikes Again.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the last level. I've yet
really?
to
I beat that game like 2.5 times.
I have no time anymore. I'm still like 10 hours into Kingdom Hearts. It sucks. I hate my life.
Oh, by the way, I'm
bringing in Dylan.
Crossing Souls. Oh, okay.
Yeah. What about Crossing Souls?
We'll kick Carlos out then.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say before I go.
Yeah.
I think Sebastian gets the username. I hope he does not correct you on anything with the pronunciation.
Okay.
And I'll just sort of leave on that because I think it's funnier that way.
Sweet.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.
Later.
What about Crossing Souls?
It's good. I don't know if it's $14 good, but like it's cute. It's just cute. It's not cucky because it's made by the Devolver guys. Digital Devolver.
Yeah, no, I know. I would see pictures of Crossing Souls and I'm getting like Steven Universe vibes.
No, I know, but it's not. Trust me.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll pick it up. No, hold on. Actually, I can just load up my Twitch launcher right now, and maybe I shouldn't do that when I have Twitch open because it might fuck something up. But...
I'm gonna bring an antisocial Masberry real quick just so he can give us.
Oh wait, hold on. I want to use my drop for that. It's time for our weekly segment of Juice on the Loose, Juice's Corner.
A nigger faggot.
Oh my god, he's so funny. Oh boy, it's amazing that he doesn't have a fucking stand-up special yet. That keeps going even when I close out of the app. That's not a good sign at all. Dylan.
About 2 weeks ago, I was in the library with my brother, and he needed to get a book either by or about a black man for Black History Month for his school. And I looked up, and I saw George W. Bush's book of portraits, and I said, just get that. And he said, no, it has to be written by a black man. And I said, very loudly, with 3 black dudes in the other aisle, George W. Bush is the realest nigga alive.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm over here dropping fucking bangers, and I'm not getting anything from you fucking retards, all right? I like to see you try to come up with a funny fucking anecdote every goddamn week, all right? Dylan Shirley carries the FGC.
I'm just too retarded to get it.
It's just funny because I said the N-word in a fucking public place.
Oh.
You were dropping big N's in Amish.
Yeah.
You're smoking big N's.
Smoking big ends. You killed a black man?
I did. I murdered a black man in front of my brother. And
he killed Big Smoke from San Andreas.
And I said my generation couldn't stop them, but you still have a chance. Oh, that gets the big laugh.
Yeah. Well, no, it's only because I read it. I read your big post, so I was like, oh, I get to hear this again.
I didn't know if people don't like acknowledge it. I just assumed they didn't read it.
No, I read it. I just didn't acknowledge it.
No, Dylan's like the little kid that like tells a joke at a like he like tells a joke at a family dinner and like no one laughs and he just tells it again 5 minutes later because he assumed people didn't hear it the first time because they didn't laugh.
Yeah, it was fucking funny. All right, use the fuck out of me.
I was that kid.
You don't understand how many times I've legitimately had people. I've explained something like or said something 7 or 8 times in the Discord, and then had 2 people tell me they never knew about it.
I didn't know the word legitimately had an N in it. You said legitimately.
It all has an N in it, all right? Because that's all I fucking see because of Barack Obama and the goddamn InfoWars.
They're making the Barack Obamas gay.
So I played Devil May Cry 5 this week.
That's out?
The demo.
It's not out.
Oh.
But there's a demo out.
Oh.
Yeah.
To show the depths of my love for Devil May Cry, the demo came out a day early in New Zealand because the Japanese don't understand how time zones work. So this happened with the Resident Evil demo as well. It came out at midnight wherever in the fucking world it was midnight. So New Zealand, being on the other side of the world, got it a day early for some reason.
Oh, shit.
So I went and I made a New Zealand PlayStation account to play it.
Oh my god.
Did you do that funny dance?
No, you can't do that in the demo because it's only Nero.
Oh.
That's you have to play as V to do the funny dance.
Oh.
Yeah. That demo is maybe 10 minutes. I've played it for 5 hours.
Oh shit.
That's Devil May Cry 5 is probably going to be the best game of the year. I feel pretty confident in saying that. Every single sign points to it being the perfect game.
Jesus, why?
So, if you're not so Devil May Cry as a series is super interesting because it's always had a huge amount of development problems. Thank you for putting the GIF up. That's very important.
No problem.
For the record, the director of Devil May Cry 5 has not only seen that GIF, he has done that dance in public.
Excellent.
That's great.
There was a big party at PAX or something, and there's a GIF of him and two artists and their community guy all doing that dumbass dance.
Fucking boomers.
I like that fucking picture showing Dante in Devil May Cry 3 and then 4 and then 5 and then 6 is just the cover of Warcraft 3's expansion.
Yeah.
With that fucking old guy.
There's a good chance that dance is actually in Devil May Cry 5.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
I hope so.
There's a single taunt that shows up in various demos that has it costs 2 million red orbs, which is an insane amount.
Jesus.
As in to get every move in the game costs not even a 20th of that. And a lot of people think it's that damn. We haven't seen it. No one's... It's event demo, so it's not in the PlayStation 1. But that's probably what it is. So Devil May Cry is a weird series, because it gets attributed a lot to Hideki Kamiya.
Hideki Kamiya.
Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah. Which, by the way, he just posted a fucking picture on Twitter, I guess, that he got a fucking C rank on Resident Evil 2 Remake. Which is hilarious, because he's the one who made the original Resident Evil 2.
Oh, 1 second. There we go.
I was going to say, did we lose Dylan?
My microphone, plugs in on 2 different ends, but, the one that plugs in the microphone itself is loose. So whenever I record... I will have to keep checking Audacity because I'll find out that I've been yelling for 3 minutes and it's not been recording.
Thank you, by the way, to Sebastian in the Discord for posting a tweet that says Fred Durst the Wise, his heartless Fred Durst, and his nobody Red Exif.
It's a good one.
That's a great one.
Fuck. So anyway, Kamiya only directed the first one, and then he didn't touch any of the other entry at all. No one knows officially. Itsuno directed Devil May Cry 2, but internally, it's been a common rumor that someone else directed the game, and Itsuno was brought in at the final hour to wrap it up. And the game was virtually unplayable when he came in.
Oh shit.
Which is why Devil May Cry 2 is such a shit show. Supposedly, I've not seen any hard evidence for this. Supposedly, the person who directed Devil May Cry 2 was Keiji Inafune.
Keiji Inafune. How do you keep saying names wrong?
They're fucking Jap names. They don't count.
Yeah.
ODST does not care about Japanese people.
I don't.
That was my favorite George W. Bush black people moment, was when Kanye called him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
With
picture.
fucking Mike Myers standing next to him awkwardly.
Yeah, and they were like on a live broadcast, so Mike Myers just shitting his pants on live TV.
It was funny because of Mike Myers, because he was he was shitting his pants.
Kanye is my favorite person, I think.
Yeah.
Fuck. So 3 more or less had a great development cycle, and 3 is still like the defining character action game. But 4 got totally fucked over. It needed like another year of dev time, and Capcom shoved it out way too early. So like a ton of stuff got cut from Devil May Cry 4. Which is a shame, because 4 actually probably has like the greatest combat system in a character action game. It's just that the level design is god awful, and there's not a huge amount of content in the game. But after Dragon's Dogma, which Itsuno also directed,
I always forget about that game.
He was given the option. He was like, "Hey, what do you want to do next?" And they were like, "You can continue any franchise you really want to." And they were like, "Do you want to do Dragon's Dogma 2?" And he said, "No, I want to bring back Devil May Cry." And they were like, "Okay, cool." And so he brought it back, and Devil May Cry 5 was supposed to be revealed like 3 years ago.
Oh, cool.
But 3 years ago, they began work on the Resident Evil 2 remake. And Itsuno decided, I want Devil May Cry 5 to be revealed alongside Resident Evil 2 because the two franchises are intertwined.
Huh.
For anyone who doesn't know, Devil May Cry was originally Resident Evil 3.
Did you know that Doki Doki Panic turned into Super Mario Brothers 2?
I feel like I say the words "did you know" and "fun fact" like at least a dozen times every day.
That's because you're autistic and you want to lord it over everybody else. Matt,
Yeah,
put that other picture I sent you on Facebook Messenger up on the screen, you asshole.
Fuck Facebook.
Yeah. Anyway. So they were supposed to reveal it a whole bunch of times because they were going to reveal the Resident Evil remake. But then the Resident Evil remake kept getting pushed back, and so Itsuno kept going, well, we'll just push ours back too. Who cares? It's fine.
Oh.
But he's come out and he said, like, yeah, we've been making this game for 5 years. It's been the smoothest development process I've ever had. And they just keep finding new shit to put in the game.
Is our Ninja Theory on Suicide Watch now?
Well, they got bought out by Microsoft.
I know, but still, the fact that no one liked their game, or at least the true fans didn't.
Yeah, no one liked it. They fucking when they revealed Devil May Cry 5, Itsuno came back out and said, the real Devil May Cry is back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I remember that.
And all this other shit. It's great. So like footage for the game has always looked really good. But actually playing it, holy shit. And I've played every Devil May Cry game. I'm pretty good, I would say, at 3. I'm garbage at the rest of them. At 3, I've been able to get to finish it up to Dante Must Die, but like every other one of them, I'm trash at. This one feels so fucking good. Like, holy shit. It feels perfect. It has just the right amount of weight, so you feel like every action matters, but it's quick enough that like you always feel in complete control, and that's very difficult to do. When you play a lot of like character action shit, you really start to recognize like where the problems are in like a game's flow. So like Nier Automata, great game, but after 3 or 4 hours, I started to realize the game was a little too fluid. So none of my hits ever felt like they mattered very much.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And I like the game; it's still fun.
Oh yeah.
But like the first time I touched it, I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's so fucking smooth and it feels good. But the more I put into it, it's kind of like eating ice cream. Like, once you get like halfway through the bowl, you kind of feel like you get it.
Yeah.
And maybe you shouldn't eat more, but you have the fucking bowl, so you gotta finish it. I've put in such an immense amount of time in this demo, and I never once feel like that. I feel like there's so many options in the game, without it ever being overwhelming like it was in 4. A lot of the things that kind of sounded bad in like press releases and shit, when you actually play the game, it makes total sense. Like the robot arms. The way they described them was like, yeah, they're like disposable. So when you use one, it breaks, and then you're out of them, and you have to find them out in the world, and fucking like once they're like in their set, there's nothing you can do. They're just in there, you know? So you can't like manually switch between them. You just keep using one until it breaks.
I want that picture of a cat eating spaghetti framed in my office.
Yeah.
On the wall. Go back to what you were talking about. I'm sorry.
But then when you're using it, it feels really good. And then you enter this interesting place where, because the whole point of Devil May Cry is to earn a lot of stylish points, so you're not supposed to do the same combos over and over. And what happens is with these arms, it kind of forces you into using different moves, because once the arm is gone, it's gone. Now you have to use the next arm in the stack. But each one is fucking so powerful that you don't feel like you've lost an arm even when you've lost one. You feel like you've gotten one all the time. And they're so fucking cool. There's one called Punchline, which is a rocket arm, and when you fire it, it just keeps beating the shit out of one of the enemies. And it's fucking great. And it pummels them for like 20 seconds, and then it just comes back to you. And if you didn't get hit during that time, you can just do it again. There's no limit. And you can like do this really fucking cool shit where you fire that out, and it hits one enemy, and then you just go and you take on like the rest of them while that one's occupied, because it can't fight back when it's like that. But then the coolest part is if you call it back, there's a move you can do where instead it turns into a rocket and you can ride it around.
Oh shit.
And like run enemies over and do fucking tricks. And there's no limit. That's just as long as you have that arm, you can do that move. And it's super fucking fun. It's super satisfying to do. And it's just on the off chance you actually get hit while you're using it, now you get to your next arm, which gives you like a fucking stun gun to hit like dudes on the ground and make them explode. It's fucking great.
Jesus.
I love it.
I'll definitely download this tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of a hefty download. It's 8 gigs, but that seems to just be the nature of the engine. It's the same engine. All of Capcom's new shit uses this engine, and it's very fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I mean the Resident Evil 2
the Resident
demo.
Evil engine, or
yeah, it's every game they've made after Resident Evil 7 has used it.
No
shit.
Resident Evil 2 demo did take like, I don't think I was able to play it till the next day.
Yeah. So Resident Evil 7, the Resident Evil 2 remake, Devil May Cry 5, and Monster Hunter World all use the same engine. And it's gorgeous, and like they do such a good like sense of lighting, and I never felt it like performance wise. Usually when you're making a game like this, you have to choose between graphical fidelity and game feel. So like Final Fantasy 15 is a gorgeous game, doesn't feel very good to play.
Yeah.
And like Bayonetta 2 is not exactly a looker of a game, but fuck, is it fun?
Yeah.
There's no compromise here. This game really looks like they have not compromised on anything. The only negative I've seen about this game is that the Bloody Palace mode isn't going to be in it at launch.
What's that?
But they're adding the Bloody Palace thing is just a combat arena. The Devil May Cry 5, it was 10,000 floors.
Jesus.
But it's a weird thing where you get to pick the next floor you go to, and like you can pick the next immediate floor and you get all your health back, or you can pick the next 10th floor and get all your fucking devil trigger back, or you can pick the next 1,000th floor or the next 100th floor. And you don't get anything.
Okay.
And then in Devil May Cry 5, it was only 100 floors, but you had to do every single floor, and it was all timed. It's just a thing where, like, really push yourself to the limit in terms of combat. But they're adding it in for free, like, the next month, so that's fun.
It's weird as shit to me how Capcom is, like, not really fucking up anymore. I mean, besides their fighting games.
It's fucking I was talking about this, like, I don't think anyone has ever had such a tight turnaround, because from, like, 2008 to 2013, everything they put out was trash.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just kept fucking up left and right. It's the opposite of what it is now, where at that time the only good games they put out were fighting games. And now the only bad games they put out are fighting games.
It's so weird.
And even then, I know people in like who play fighting games who stand by those games as it's fun to actually play.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2 is great. It's really fun.
I think I'm gonna be able to borrow that from my friend at work. He just said he beat it this morning.
It's not a long.
My tax return, not that it would matter, I could buy it anyway, but my tax return from my state is exactly $59, so I could just use that to get the game.
I also played the Silver Case, or I finished it today.
Oh, I've been meaning to get back into that game, so don't spoil anything, but does that game get any less annoying to play, like, the more you play it?
Define less annoying.
Well, I mean, like how a Suda 51 game is, where he doesn't want you to play the game.
I mean, this one has the least to actually play of any Suda 51 game. The HD remake actually has a feature where it skips puzzles, and I didn't realize it had that until the second chapter, because I didn't realize those were things I could solve.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Because I bought... Oh, wait, I don't know. Because I bought the limited run version, so maybe that is the HD. Yeah, it probably is.
If it's the current one, it is.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, there's a fucking door code. Why don't you figure it out? And I didn't know what to do, and then I tapped the button, and it figured it out. And I thought, like, oh, it's just some weird little context thing. I think that's actually like a cheat, so you don't have to do it.
Oh, that's funny.
But for the life of me, I don't know what the fuck I was supposed to do there.
I don't know either, because I was trying to figure out the game legit because I bought it I got it right away, and, like, no one had done any walkthroughs yet. So that's why I kind of fell off, even though I love the story. Like, I love the game. I just haven't...
The game has such a strong sense of character to it.
Yeah.
Every character talks like... They all kind of talk the same because they're all just really fucking crude to each other.
Yeah.
This game probably has the most use of the word fuck of any video game ever.
Yeah, I would... I think so.
There's one character who in the second chapter decides to give you in the first chapter he gives you the nickname Chinchilla because he says you're a little bitch.
Yeah.
And then the next time you see him, he looks at you and he's like, "Man, you're a real hard-boiled fucking private dick type, aren't you? I'm gonna call you Big Dick from here on in."
Yeah, that's right. I think I played at least the first 2 chapters. Yeah.
And then his partner's like Big Dick. That's a cool ass name.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where, like, I bet it's Big Dick in the Japanese version as well.
Yeah.
But it's in English, so, like, a native speaker doesn't a Japanese kid's not gonna know, like, how stupid that sounds.
Yeah.
I think it's super interesting. I think it's one of those things where, like, it has so many really cool ideas, but they're kind of buried.
Yeah.
Especially in the finale when you start to like, so like playing the Silver Case and after Travis Strikes Again, it's like in Travis Strikes Again you meet a character named Kamui Uehara, and he's like, he helps you out during all the visual novel shit. And in the Silver Case, like, yeah, Kamui Uehara killed like 12 people 10 years ago. It's the most fucked up crime in history.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of like, how does he go from that to helping out Travis at a diner and getting shit talked by a cat?
I was gonna say, like, I thought his name sounded familiar, and I was like, I think he's from the Silver Case. Okay, so yeah, that confirms it.
So he is, but like, even when I got to the fucking end of it, I came out of it going like, I still don't know how he connects.
Well, hey, it's Suda.
I finally did get to the part of Travis Strikes Again where all the fucking Shadows of the Damned love happens.
Yeah,
dude,
that's such a cool fucking thing when you boot it up and it starts.
Dude, 8 Hearts is the coolest shit.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, I'm actually upset this isn't a game, because that's the best premise for a game I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a cool idea for just a cool idea for a character of like, here's a fucking dude who like can instantly kill someone 7 times, so I'm gonna have 8 fucking hearts so he still can't kill me.
Yeah.
There's some shit like that in Fate Stay Night. There's a dude whose power is that you have to kill him 14 times.
Jesus.
And his name is Saber because there's 14 of him.
And he's fucking like, he's like the Hulk. He's so unbelievably powerful. He's so fucking strong that when they reveal you have to kill him 14 times, you're like 12 hours into the story and they've just now managed to kill him once.
Oh, God.
There was that video. Wait, because that's a long ass novel or visual novel, right?
Oh, they're all fucking long.
No, but I mean that the chick who runs the bootleg stuff Twitter, Red Bard on YouTube, she did a video that compared like how long it takes to fucking read Fate Stay Night compared to like other shit, just by word count.
It's a long fucking thing. It's a real long.
I think she said somewhere in the neighborhood of like 100 hours.
It's really, yeah, like on the PS2 version is fully voiced. It takes 60 hours.
Yeah, because I think she was going for like every route, and she said, I think it takes over 100 hours to get every route in Yumi Neko when they cry or whatever.
Yumi Neko, actually, someone did the math, and it's actually got the longest script of any video game ever.
Jesus.
I've read 7/8 of it.
Here's how fate works, Mortis Silvis. It's fucking, they're battling for the Holy Grail, and they get a bunch of fucking famous figures from history to come back as anime girls.
Imagine JoJo, but you have to fuck your stand to power it up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a, for the record, that's a mechanic in Fate.
Oh.
It's the funniest fucking shit. When a character straight up is talking to the main character and he's, yeah, you know, your fucking sperm's like pure magic energy. And the dude's like, what? And he's like, yeah, some mages, when they're fucking down on their luck, they sell their semen to other people because of how potent it is.
Yeah.
You gotta knock up your stand.
Matt, for what it's worth, the Unlimited Blade Works anime seems to be pretty good from what I caught of it.
It's great. It's a good adaptation. It's really solid. That company, Ufotable, is fantastic. I love Fate Stay Night. Holy shit, though. There's so much horse shit. And it's especially bad. It's bad for one thing because now
Uh-oh, you cut out.
We lost you.
He's just screaming about Saber being like...
Kill him 14 times. Jesus.
Yeah.
Why would anybody subject themselves to that?
Anime.
Oh, right. Well,
I mean Fate Stay Night originally, I guess, was just a fucking, like, hentai visual novel. Not, like, full hentai, but, like, there are fuck scenes.
Ooh.
It's good. The Unlimited Blade Works is, like, the modern adaptation of that I guess, visual novel. And Corey watched the whole thing. I got like most of the way through it. It's pretty good. And it looks beautiful. I would say watch it.
Is the blonde in it?
Yeah, Saber.
Oh, that's the blonde.
Yes.
When you say famous people from history, do you mean literally? Like, is Abraham
yeah,
Lincoln
I think she's supposed to be Joan of Arc.
Oh, okay.
Or something. People are probably going to correct me in the Twitch chat, but whatever. Do you want to start bringing other people in to help end this? Because I got to take a huge dump.
Yeah, I was going to say we should probably end it now anyway. I'm going to bring in everybody.
Except for don't bring in Juice.
Okay.
He's banned.
So what should we name this episode?
I don't know yet.
What was the... Hey, Mortis. What was the...
Hey!
What should we name this episode, Mortis?
Sorry, Sebastian corrected me in the Twitch chat. Saber is King Arthur.
Oh, okay.
Got confusing as fuck. I tried that Fate Stay Night thing. Didn't get it at all. There was some joke at the beginning. That was pretty good for the banner.
I wanted to play... Oh, wait, no, that's BlazBlue. I got confused. I was going to say, I thought BlazBlue was the same thing as Fate Stay Night, but it isn't.
No. BlazBlue is just as long because it's a visual novel with a fighting game stuff in there.
I got confused.
So I
For what it's worth, I like BlazBlue, but yeah.
So I thought there was a chronology in the Fate Stay, so there isn't? Or there is?
Is there a chronology?
No one knows.
Is there a beginning?
No one knows.
I know one of the stories is like a time loop story, so.
Oh god. Oh,
who knows?
Also, Fate Zero was written by Gen Urobuchi, the same writer of Madoka Magica, so it's supposed to be pretty fucking good.
Instead of Fate Stay Night, can we name this episode Laugh, Live, Come?
We could call it Yumi Neko When They Come.
Oh.
No.
That's also good. I was going to suggest Cum Coaster, but
Groove Cumster.
Oh, Groove Coaster. And you should have the Groove Coaster with Nero, Thanos, and Sam's Undertale in it.
The Thanos coaster. It's like a roller coaster with the Thanos car face at the front of it.
Yes.
Oh.
Let me just read the show notes just to check and see. We got Blow, Paul Rubens, Fire Emblem Awakening, Eurovision, Forced Popularity, Anti-Trump, Try Hard Stuff, Chinkin Nugget, Groove Coaster, Rat on the Beat, Vinyl, Michael Jackson, Warhammer, The Outer Worlds, Devil May Cry 5, The Silver Case, and Fate Stay Night.
We'll bring in Antisocial Masquerade. We'll bring you in for the final word when we're done, okay?
As long as he says, and that's the bottom line after he says whatever he says.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, you have to.
I would love to hear him try to do a fucking Stone Cold impression.
I just think it'd be funny if the banner was something that Matt did in the video that like audio listeners won't get.
Yeah, but like it'd just be a bunch of Chrome windows with a bunch of Devil May Cry memes. That's it.
Yeah, but I like the paint stuff.
Thank you.
I know. I want Matt to do more paint banners, but then I feel like I'm just offloading my work onto him. And we can only really do it once in a while, or else it like loses its specialness.
Yeah.
Like if every banner was a shitty MS Paint thing, then it doesn't stay special.
So, okay. So
I like Groove Cumster, but I don't know about you guys.
I like Groove Cumster.
What about Anti-Cump?
No.
We should mix in Devil May Cry in it, I think.
Did we do Devil May Come?
Devil May Come.
We haven't done Devil May Come?
Easy. Bit more.
Pull my devil cum? No.
pull my cum trigger.
It should just be pull my devil cock, but
come my devil cock. Cock my devil cover.
This is stupid. Cummy Palace. featuring Dante from the Devil May Come series. We could make that part of it, like the title, and then in parentheses featuring Dante from the Devil May Come series.
Room Cubster featuring.
No, wait.
The Silver Cum.
No.
What worse?
Wait.
Cum trick.
Fate stay cummed. You're in the thing. You can just say it, Mortis.
And featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series.
Or just Warcomer.
Warcomer.
Oh my god.
We got a lot of good cum puns this episode.
Wait, did we say Cumhammer?
Oh no!
Yeah, Cumhammer featuring Dante from the Devil May Come series.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, Cumhammer.
And then 2 dots 0.
Ew.
Fake 0 and then.
No, it just fucking bombastic wrote he thirsts for child spit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Sorry.
Oh, he's talking about Joe Cumia.
Who the fuck is that?
Anthony Cumia's brother.
Who the fuck is that?
One of the guys from Opie and Anthony.
Oh, okay.
What?
You know that thing that was really famous for a long time.
Yeah.
No.
So what are we doing in a purple Thanos roller coaster?
We're in the Thanos groove coaster.
Wait, can you just draw us as the boomer fucking Dante characters?
I thought that's what we wanted.
Yeah.
It's us as the boomer Dante character doing the dance, but we're in a groove coaster that's shaped like Thanos' car.
No, yeah. Oh, shouldn't it just be Thanos leaking out everywhere because of the paint mishap? Like his purpleness is just.
Well, I was just gonna say you should just literally use the Thanos car. Just Photoshop it right onto the fucking thing.
Well, in my mind, I'm picturing a roller coaster, but with Thanos' face photoshopped on the front of it, but his eyes have like the red, like the.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And then like his cum is going out throughout the universe, like that video of the girl who has the purple goo on her face, and it just cuts to a video of Thanos smiling when it's like bah, 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 bah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that video. It made me laugh. I'll bring in Odie. Odie, what should the banner be? We've already decided that the title is Cumhammer featuring Dante from the Devil May Come series.
Fuck.
You sound disappointed.
I'm always disappointed. My secret cap.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Can you explain this image where you and Devilman split up and like you're a Nazi and he's like...
It's an old fucking, like, I can't remember when this was. This must have been winter 2017 to the start of 2018. Me and Devilman we didn't get in an argument, but I guess it was an argument about religion, because Devilman's a Christian and I'm a hardcore neckbeard.
Yep.
Which, for the record, I did not start this. I just responded.
You ended it.
I was just responding to his points, and I wasn't even particularly aggressive about it. And then he split off, and he had his own Discord for a while. For a few months.
Yeah, I know he had his own Discord, but I didn't know it was because of that.
It existed before that, but after that point, it got used more often. For a while, it was just a place for them to watch Ranma and shit. Because we used to do it in my Discord, but like only 3 people ever did it. So other people would like hop in and discover these guys were watching whatever, and then they'd just leave. And then eventually we fucking merged back together.
Wow.
But then I kept running into fucking, or I kept getting angry at people for being racist. Namely, dudes like there's just a weird short period where we had like 4 or 5 new people, and all they ever seemed to do was post like racist memes.
Oh,
well, yeah, it's funny.
But like nothing but that, and not like actual jokes, just like shit talking, or I don't know, just fucking like a dude saying like fucking nigger 6 times, and he's like, yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah, I know. It gets boring. Like it's funny when it's like shocking.
Imagine
it's funny when you're not expecting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine Juice, but like with this air of like, take that, liberals.
Yeah.
So cringy. Yeah, I got it.
And I was like, shut the fuck up already.
For as much as we shit on the anti-Trump stuff that the media was doing earlier in the episode, it's just as cringy when people are like, "A drinking liberal tears." It's like, okay, just shut up.
I was pretty vocal and adamant about it for a while, and I got shit on for it from like the more regulars because I was acting like a fucking baby about people on the internet.
Like a cuck.
I stand by it. Fuck you, Reese's Puffs. You're fucking insufferable.
It's okay. I have the banner is Matt and Mitch are boomer DMC characters doing the dance in a groove coaster, which looks like the Thanos car, which is bleeding purple into the universe.
What the fuck is a bleeding what coaster?
Groove Coaster. It's an arcade game based on an iOS game, and they put it on Steam.
Oh.
When you hear the episode back, you'll hear it.
Okay.
There's footage of me and Alex playing Groove Coaster in the old MagFest videos.
I'm gonna take your word for it because I'm not gonna listen back to this.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch it. I lived it.
Yeah.
I say that fucking Toy Story quote like at least once a month.
What?
I don't need to see it. I lived it.
I don't get it.
That's a quote.
And in fucking Toy Story 2, there's that side plot where Rex is trying to beat the Buzz Lightyear game. And then at the end, like, the climax of the fucking movie mirrors it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Toy Story 2 in, like...
You wanna play the game? And Rex goes like, I don't need to play it, Ham. I lived it.
Oh, and then he's like, Zosora. Oh, yeah, I just got you to level... I couldn't beat the Bahamut boss.
There's something really cool about the Bahamut thing later on.
I'm going to bring an antisocial masturbator for the final word. Let's see what he says. All right. The stage is yours, antisocial masturbator. This is the final word of the podcast. Make me proud. Hey.
Hey, Juice.
Hey, Juice.
Try to summon him. Say something like fat anime titties.
Okay, hold on, I got it. Hold on. Let me, Here we go.
Hey, Juice, the floor is yours. You're dying up there on stage.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Oh,
Do it for
Nice.
fucking anime titties or Juice's version of fucking Scooby Snacks.
Wow.
Juice, the creeper's got a fucking body.
Reggie! Ranime Riddies!
Oh, no.
Oh, I think he's dead.
Oh.
Oh, no.
All right, well, I guess I'll read his last post. Anal rape should be legal. Good night, everybody.
Good night.